following program is a production of the Falmouth Commodores, who assume full responsibility for its content. The content of this program does not represent the views of Falmouth Community Television, which serves as a forum for community expression and offers TV training, production facilities, and channel time to all Falmouth residents and organizations.
Ready to go for game 29 of 40 here in the Cape Cod Baseball League season. For opening the door, I'm Andrew Hillsman. Alongside me, Farrell Hudson, Timmy Weiss. Farrell, it's been a bit since Falmouth last played. It's the first game out of the All-Star break today. Well, last Friday, a really good win against the Cavaliers.
A convincing win at that, and it began with the starting pitching. Christian Aiello, he goes 5 1/3, only 4 hits allowed, only 1 walk and 7 strikeouts. Falmouth, you can talk about their struggles with runners in scoring position, but for the most part, a lot of things going right in that 3-run victory over the Cavaliers.
Timmy, we didn't see as much of the Cape League All-Stars as we wanted to due to weather this weekend, but Falmouth was well represented out in Harwich this weekend.
They certainly were, with 6 All-Stars out there, and they made some impacts out there as well. Austin Maley had a double in the short game that was played. Kenyon Collins as well went 1, 2, 3 out there for the Doors. So they had some guys make some impacts, even though things didn't really pan out the way the All-Star game wanted to pan out.
Farrell, you mentioned the Falmouth pitching on Friday. Falmouth has its first Player of the Week honor, and it comes in the form of Casey Murphy.
And it's more than deserving for Murphy. Yes, you can talk about his strikeouts all season. He's had multiple relief appearances in which he's recorded as many strikeouts in as many innings, but for here it's the low whip, keeping runners off base, and that's especially important too because he throws that breaking pitch ahead in the count, and then he's able to locate where he wants with the fastball. So Murphy, the last Louisville Cardinal that the Commodores have here this summer, has really made the most of his innings here in Falmouth.
Timmy, these two teams, Brewster and Falmouth, have played each other close. Brewster had it as close as you can get against Chatham their last time out.
Yeah, 4-4 tie and a one that ended early, but Brewster was actually down in that one, down by 3 runs entering the 6th inning, and then came back and tied it up at 4. And this is a Brewster team that is extremely hot recently, so staying undefeated for a while with that one.
They started out a little slow, Farrell, but now they're right in the mix with Yarmouth Dennis at the top of the East Division. They are one of the hottest teams, if not the hottest team on all the Cape.
Yeah, you said it right there, Andrew. 5-5-1 in their opening 11 games. It seemed like, okay, they'll remain in the mix in the East Division, but since then they've taken off 13-2-2 in their last 17 games, and 5 of their last 7 wins have come scoring 3 runs or more than the other team. So it's really a testament to how well the Commodores have played them this year. A 1-run win, 1-run loss, and a tie.
And Timmy, they beat teams well, and they beat them convincingly, and it all starts at the dish.
Whoa, they really do a great job of scoring runs right now, and the one thing that they've done in these 16-game stretch, they've scored nearly 8 runs per game on that stretch, and they lead the league in almost every offensive category, average, runs, everything you can think of. It's really impressive what this Whitecaps team has done offensively.
Well, we talk about the hitting, but as important is the pitching, and today's pitching matchup should be a good one.
It's going to be Tate Darius, the teammate of Fabio Peralta, is at the University of Miami making the start. Fabio will lead off in the bottom of the first against his teammate. Had a really solid summer so far in Brewster. I know it's only 11 1/3 innings, but in that time, a 0.79 ERA. And for the Commodores, it's Colby Putnam, yet to have an ERA across his first 7 2/3 innings. He's been phenomenal in a Commodore uniform.
All right, last thing before first pitch. Timmy, your Brewster player to watch.
Give me Michael Torres. He's 9 for his last 12 and really has been killing it on the Cape this summer. He's a little hot and cold, but he's hot right now, and that will fare well for Brewster.
And Farrell, your man for the Commodores.
Let's go the new guy in town today, the product of Miami University in Ohio, and that's Tommy Harrison. 17 homers and 85 RBIs, led the MAC this year. 1205 OPS, shattered the single-season runs RBI record at Miami this season, and all-around great ball player from the offensive side of the plate to go along with his 386 average in college.
Well, the Whitecaps and the Commodores have played each other in some entertaining matchups. This is the conclusion of the season series between Brewster and Falmouth. It all gets started right after this. First pitch at 6 o'clock.
We welcome you to Gov Fuller Field here in Falmouth, Massachusetts, as the second half unofficially kicks off tonight. It's an interdivision matchup on tap. The Brewster Whitecaps come to Gov Fuller Field to take on the Falmouth Commodores. As we say hello inside the broadcast booth, that's Timmy Weiss. I'm Farrell Hudson. Tim, a great game for the Commodores leading into the All-Star break. Get the break now over the weekend. Come back looking to take charge here in the second half.
Farrell, it was so huge for this team to win against Katuitt on Friday because you went into that one without winning since the last Saturday. And then you go out, you play a good, clean game against Katuitt, and even though you didn't have the bats go crazy, 4 runs, the pitching was excellent, especially with Christian Ayao. He had a heck of a day out there.
Mentioned he set the tone 5 1/3 innings of scoreless ball. And Kason Murphy also getting pitcher of the week. But tonight for the Commodores, they'll turn it over to Colby Putnam, who's looked phenomenal through his 7 2/3 to begin.
He sure has. He hasn't given up a run in all that time, and he's made 1 start this season. That was against Bourne, and really one of the best games this season for the Doors as they allowed no runs in that one. Second shutout of the season, so it should be good. Hopefully you can build off this confidence with Putnam for him.
As we'll take a look at the summary on Friday night, a 4-1 win for the Commodores, but now turning to tonight's game, and we'll get you the starting lineup for the Brewster Whitecaps as Michael Torres, the center fielder, will lead off. Holden Pantier is the third baseman who bats second. Blaine Brown, the left fielder, will bat third. Jacob Lee doing the catching will clean up. Cash Strayer in the 5 spot, he'll DH. Eddie Yamin, the first baseman, bats sixth, and former Falmouth Commodore. Will Baker, the shortstop, bats seventh. Tristan McClatty at second will bat eighth, and batting ninth, rounding out the order, is Adam Haight for the Whitecaps. This is a Whitecaps team in which has given the Commodores some great runs for their money. A 1-run victory by Falmouth June 14th, a 1-run victory by Brewster June 28th, and a tie in Brewster on July 12th.
Right, you go back to one of the first games of the season, which was at Brewster, and Falmouth had to squeak on and hold up. They had a no-hitter going into the 9th in that one, and then they lost it, end up winning by 1 run. Dane Harvey hits the grand slam in the 9th inning against Falmouth, but these two teams have had close games all season, which is why it's really exciting that you have your last matchup against Brewster, and even though they've been so good all season, you feel good about Brewster because you've played them close all season.
For Brewster at 18-7-3 overall, they're only right now 6 points behind the YD Red Sox, who have been guns a-blazing this year. First place in the East Division at 22-5-1. Also another caveat worth noting, the Whitecaps 12-2-2 in their opening 16 games against the West Division this year, but of the 2 losses and 2 ties, the Commodores account for half of that.
Right, because that's what they've done is they've put up close matchups. They've hit against Brewster. They had the 6 runs, and they had the 7 runs as well. And then they also had the game where easily Falmouth could have won 4-3 game against Brewster. It was close.
As we'll throw it downstairs into our PA announcer, Aaron Alper, National Anthem, lineups, first pitch, and baseball incoming here at Gov Fuller Field.
Last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the Rockies ring clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Soprano singer Jane Lingell with the rendition of our national anthem. First pitch thrown, and we're almost ready for baseball at Gov Fuller Field as the Whitecaps take on the Commodores for the fourth and final time this season. Farrell Hudson and Timmy Weiss, third member of our crew, Andrew Hilsman. You'll hear from him later on down on the sidelines. Your great producers and broadcast director, Landon Stills, Skylar Ellis, Emily Gerard, Tim. Great time to play ball, as just said by kids here at Gov Fuller Field.
It is. We just finished up the All-Star break. Everyone is energized, ready to go, and it feels great to be back. And now you're getting into that final stretch of the season. It's hard to believe, Farrell, but we're really entering that final stretch where it really is going to come down to playoff position soon.
The All-Star game has come and gone. It was this weekend, at least for 2 innings at White House Field over in Harwich, but a couple Commodores showed out. Kenyon Collins pitched a impeccable top of the second inning, struck out 2 batters of scoreless ball. Austin Maley with a double, but we turned to tonight's game, and the starting pitcher on the mound, Tim, and it's the right-hander out of Gardner-Webb, Colby Putnam.
Yeah, in 7 2/3 innings, Putnam has not given up a single run. And we mentioned his last appearance against Harwich looked very solid, but his one start this season, which was against Bourne, he went 4 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs. So a guy that has been trustworthy so far this season for the Doors has to do it against a red-hot offense in Brewster.
For Putnam, as you mentioned, his last start against the Bourne Braves on July 11th. Went 4 innings in that time frame. 1 hit, no runs, no earned, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. It's a little bit different for Colby Putnam, Tim, because he does such a phenomenal job at pitching to contact, as opposed to where Jack Dunn was telling us about Christian Aiello, that because he's got such slow off speed, he can play it off with a fastball that might not be as hard as the rest of the Cape Cod League, but it certainly looks like it.
And a lot of the pitchers on the Commodores are like the Colby Putnam type, where it's more of contact pitching, where you get the ground balls and you get the flyouts. That's why it's a nice change of pace to have a guy like Christian Aiello come back in on Friday and be able to strike out guys like that. I mean, Putnam can do it, but he is a more ground ball, fly-out type of guy that's going to force outs with contact.
Falmouth dead last in strikeouts in the Cape Cod League from the pitching side with 231. They trail 9th place Katuitt by 13. But in terms of the whip for the Commodores, that's still towards the bottom of the barrel, but they've been getting better pitching performances recently. Matt Campbell, our beat reporter, mentioned to us before the game there was a solid stretch in the past week and a half in which the Commodores yielded a 2.3 ERA or less across 7 days.
There was, and especially going into that Bourne game, it was when it was clicking the most. And they gave up 8 against Bourne, but the bounce back, right? You saw it the other day against Katuitt. That was the bounce back this pitching staff needed. Now take it in to today.
All right, we're ready to go in Falmouth. Michael Torres and Colby Putnam are ready, and the home plate umpire, Will Bowers, says play ball. First pitch is a strike. Underway at 6:02. Torres, a .328 hitter in 19 ball games. .750 batting average in his last 4, 9 for 12. Putnam's 1-1. Fastball, swing and a miss. One, two, just off the outside corner. Putnam winds and fires, and the changeup is chopped on the ground to first, handling it to the forehand side. Stepping on the bag with his right foot is Putty for the first out of the ball game. So let's check out the defensive alignment, Tim, for the Falmouth Commodores.
Yeah, you take a look at the defensive lineup. It's Carter White in left, Fabio Peralta in center, Gavin Greger in right, and then across the infield, Jeffries, Konis, Maley, Putty, and doing the catching for Putnam is Dallas Brooks.
Ready on ready matchup with 1 out. It's Holden Pantier who takes a breaking ball off the outside corner. For Pantier, .297 hitter. 1-0. Fly ball right field. Ranging over toward the line is Gavin Greger deep in the corner, and he hustles it down to make the catch. Nice play from Gavin Greger for the second out.
Wow, I mean, he almost went into the bleachers over there. Gavin Greger with some speed in right field. Just caught himself before he ran in there. What a play to get on his horse and grab that for the second out.
2 quick outs for Colby Putnam. Efficiency, Tim, the name of the game. And it's Blaine Brown, lefty hitting left fielder, to step to the plate. Putnam from the right side of the rubber into his wind. And it's chopped on the ground, right side of the infield. Who's going to take it to the forehand side? It's Maley, an underhand toss to Putty. And that does it for the top of the first inning. Milton Cat, proud to power the Cape all summer long. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base, no score as we move bottom 1 on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
Bottom of the first inning at Gov Fuller Field in Falmouth. Let's get you the Commodores starting lineup. Fabio Peralta, the center fielder, leads off. Austin Maley at second, bats second. Braden Jeffries at third will bat third. Carter White in the cleanup spot in left field. A.J. Putty's the first baseman batting fifth. Rounding out the middle third of the orders, Tommy Harrison, the DH. Bottom third in the order, Ty Konis, the shortstop. Dallas Brooks, the catcher. And Gavin Greger in right field. And they'll face the right-hander out of the University of Miami, Tim, in Taint Darius.
And Darius is a guy that has had a great start to his season on Cape Cod. A .79 ERA and 11 1/3. He's a guy that just transferred to Baylor, actually. So some Commodores players that we've seen all season long in J.J. Kennan and Pearson Reebok know him, but they're actually no longer on the roster after the All-Star break. So maybe not as familiar with him as they would be if they were.
And a great top of the first inning for the Commodores. All down in order, 1, 2, 3. That is efficient of a top frame as Colby Putnam could have.
Just 8 pitches. I mean, he was dealing, he was getting the contact that we were talking about. Quick contact that was soft and nothing of any power or line drive. So exactly what you want to see from Putnam.
So it's Fabio Peralta to lead off against now his former teammate. It's tough to keep up in the day of the transfer portal, Tim. But here we are with Fabio Peralta coming to the plate. And Darius fires away. Fastball high. Peralta, 224 hitter across 24 ball games. Cape League All-Star. 19 hits, 3 extra base hits, no homers, and 6 RBIs. 1-0, fly ball left field. Backing up all the way back to the warning track, and it's off the base of the wall. Coasting into second with a leadoff doubles, Fabio Peralta. That ball just had some carry on it. I thought Brown definitely had a play, Tim.
I'm telling you, I thought this ball was nearly going to get out for a second. It just kept carrying and just goes off the wall in the end. But how about that? Great way to start your offense for Falmouth.
So it's Austin Maley to come to the plate. I said 3 extra base hits. Now the 20th hit, 4 extra base hits for Peralta. He's in scoring position with nobody out. And a righty-on-righty matchup in store. It's Austin Maley. Darius from the right side of the rubber fires, and a swing and foul tip off the glove of Lee. A little bit of a dive competition between the Bat Boys, Tim,
Yeah,
for both the Commodores and Whitecaps.
Just behind Austin Maley there. The 2 Pat boys went after it. Full slide.
More than one rivalry at Gov Fuller Field tonight. 0-1. Breaking ball away. I think you could say that's the highest mark of competition because Commodores and Whitecaps, they feel like division rivals, even though they're not. And it's only the 4th and final meeting this season between both teams, but because of how close they've played one another, it certainly feels like they've seen one another more. 1-1 with nobody outside.
And Falmouth hasn't played some West Division opponents 4 times. So in some ways, yes, it does feel like this is a division opponent right now.
Harbor Hawks and the Gatemen, the only 2 in which Falmouth has 2 matchups remaining. Falmouth travels to Hyannis on Friday and back at Hyannis next Wednesday. Wareham Gatemen this Saturday across the Bourne Bridge. And then home on August 1st. Way outside. And that's some of the danger with Darius. He's got a great breaking ball, Tim, but don't want to get too behind counts. Runners on base, especially in scoring position this early in the game.
And especially when you have Peralta on second base, that's a guy that can take off at any time.
3-1. Fastball flied foul.
Please do not chase foul balls hit into the parking lot. I repeat, please refrain from chasing foul balls into the police parking lot. Thank you.
So it'll be a payoff pitch to Austin Maley with nobody out. A hit home for the Commodores here in the bottom of the 1st. Peralta dances off a second, 2 looks from Darius. Swing and a miss. Maley down on a fastball at the chin for the first out. And let's check out the defensive alignment for the Brewster Whitecaps.
From left to right in the outfield, Blaine Brown, Michael Torres, and Adam Haight. And then in the infield, it's Holden Pantier, Will Baker, Tristan McClatty, and Eddie Yaman across the way, and Jacob Lee catches for Tate Darius.
It's Braden Jeffries, lefty hitting third baseman for the Commodores. With 1 out, swings and fouls it back. For Jeffries in 14 games, 20 hits, a .345 average for the National Gold Glove winner at the hot corner, the University of Michigan.
You can't really talk about how good he has been for the Doors this season without mentioning Braden Jeffries and his incredible season so far.
0-1 is rolled on the ground, right side of the infield, diving stop at second base by McClatty. He saved a run, coming to the plate is Peralta, doesn't matter, Fabio scores as Jeffries in the process advances to second. Peralta guns a-blazing on the bases. We saw it in Katuitt on Friday, Tim, and it happens once again here.
And I got to give some credit here to Tristan McClatty because that was a heck of a throw from second base to have the heads up to go to home there. And to be completely honest, it's unlucky because there's that slight part of the grass right before the dirt where it slopes up a little and it bounced weird and was tough for the catcher. But great aggressive base running from Peralta. That forces errors. 1-0.
That's exactly what happened there. 1-0 lead on 2 hits for the Commodores. Still just 1 out in the bottom of the 1st. And the breaking ball catches the top of the zone for a called strike to Carter White. So an eventful start for Falmouth. Both Jeffries and White, and their arrivals on, or since their arrivals on June 30th, both batting averages north of 320. We're talking pregame. It would have been surefire Cape League All-Stars had they had at least another week here in Falmouth as the fastballs fly down the left field line, ranging over and not having a play as Brown 0-2.
We're not talking about back-to-back games, though, that Fabio Peralta has made a play like that on the base pass and gotten a run for Falmouth.
Stole a run at the top of the 5th inning against Katuitt on Friday. Everything matters, Timmy. The run differential for the Commodores still 3rd best in the West Division. If it comes down to the nitty-gritty things, especially with records, Commodores and Katuitt, both the same record entering Friday's game. It's the breaking ball away. And the Commodores there, convincing 3-run victory, and I say convincing because of how good Christian Aiello, Fisher Cantrell, and Kason Murphy were. One-two to White. Rolled on the ground just wide of first foul. White in 9 games, 12 hits, 2 extra base hits, and 8 RBIs. One-two. Inside. Nice job by White laying off the breaking ball. Peak at second base where Jeffries, 15-foot lead, 2-2 is hammered. Deep right field by White. Only question is, will it stay fair? Yes, it will. The first home run in a Commodore uniform for Carter White makes it 3-0 Falmouth in the first.
And man, that one was pieced. And you're right, it was really down the line. You didn't know if it was going to stay fair or not. But that feels good. Because especially since the Commodores haven't hit a home run in so long, July 3rd was the last time. That feels good to get off your chest.
And for Putty, he had Carter White, he had a knack for doing it as A.J. Putty takes the fastball high. Carter White bombs away at the University of North Florida this year. As Darius fires fastball strike. 11 homers and 51 RBIs at the University of North Florida. So the 1-1 with the bases empty and 1 out. 3 runs home for Falmouth is a fastball away.
I mean, how about that, though? Just to start your post-All-Star break with a 3-run first inning. Still 2 outs to go. It's time for more. That is really a great way to start.
As getting drilled up in the helmet's Putty. So he'll take his base with 1 out. For AJ seems to be okay.
Yeah, wow. I mean, that was a scary one a little bit. It got up high on him, but hangs in there.
As for the Whitecaps, we'll have an early mound visit. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. As Brian Del Rosso, the pitching coach, comes out. How about this? Del Rosso began his coaching career in travel baseball. He's a pitching coordinator and head coach for the Diamond Jacks baseball program. Go out of Diamond Nation in Flemington, New Jersey. I believe Anthony Volpe of the Yankees spent some time with the Diamond Jacks in his day. Complex is run and founded by the former longtime Major League Baseball first baseman Jack Cust. 1 on, 1 out, 3-run lead for the Commodores, bottom of the first inning, righty on lefty matchup. It's the new guy, Tommy Harrison. What more can you say, Tim? The MAC Player of the Year, a litany of accolades we can delve into. His first pitch from Darius is a fastball outside.
You thought you saw power with Carter White, but Tommy Harrison, he's got power. 17 home runs with Miami, Ohio this spring.
As Spent time in the draft league this summer with the Mahoning Valley Scrappers as he rolls one on 2 hops to second. Tough hop for McClatty, and he's unable to have a play as coasting into second. In the process, his putty. Commodores 2 on with 1 out.
You expect that would probably be an error on that one. Just kind of hopped up a little bit, though. It was not the easiest play off the dirt. Sometimes it can take a weird hop, but just feels great to have a couple more base runners on, and now you got the chance to make this even more than a 3-run lead.
And it's Ty Konis coming to the plate. Nice power numbers for the true freshman this past year at the University of Maryland. Righty-righty matchup, 2 on, 1 out. First pitch, fastball, strike, outside corner at 94. Konis, the team leader in homers with 2, and in RBIs with 16. 0-1, Konis drives it to deep center. Ranging back on his horse is Torres, just in front of the warning track. He'll make the catch. Tagging up is Putty, and he gets into third just before the throw. A strong throw at that by Torres, but nonetheless. Runners on the corners with 2 out.
That's a ball that was hit well by Konis. It's pretty deep in center field there. He got it pretty much back to the wall. So you can't feel upset about something like that. Got runners on the corners with 2 down. And Dallas Brooks has been hot.
Dallas up to 278 on the season. He bats with 2 out. 3 runs on 3 hits for Falmouth. 2 errors committed in the inning, both by the second baseman McClatty, making his season debut for the Brewster Whitecaps as the fastball strays high and away to Brooks. Deep breath from the righty Darius as he fires fastball just inside 2-0. Seems like a conversation between Jacob Lee and the Whitecaps dugout as Darius wisely picks off over to first. I think it's a malfunction with the earpiece with the buzzer. 2-0. Fastball outside corner for a called strike. Two and 1 the count with 2 outs. 8 hitters to come to the plate so far for the Commodores in the bottom of the first. 3 runs home. And snap throw back to first. That time very close. Yaman thought he had him for a second.
Incredibly close. Right there on Harrison.
So Harrison reaches in his first Commodore at-bat. This year a .507 on-base percentage. This one popped up foul. To think at any level of college baseball, to reach base in more than 50% of your at-bats, insane.
It's ridiculous. And that's why he's the MAC Player of the Year.
He concluded the regular season ranked top 10 in the country in batting average, on-base percentage, and RBIs. 2-2 to Brooks. Fastball line foul. Seeing the Commodores put together some better quality at-bats. Fabio Peralta, indicative of that on Friday. Ben Slanker as well in Friday's win over Katuitt. And seeing it here for Brooks.
100%. He's had 2 doubles in his last 2 games.
Two. Swing and a miss. Brooks down on strikes, and that does it for the Commodores in the bottom of the first, in which they put up 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, and 2 runners left on base. Let's move to the second. 3-0 Commodores on Cape League TV.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic Clam Shack
now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly option. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Are you looking for that perfect pregame meal? Supreme Pizza has you covered. Its extensive menu has everything from pies and calzones to salads and subs. And with its online ordering system, delicious food is just one click away.
It's an honor to support the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Supreme Pizza is open every day of the week. Order online or stop by their store located at 147 T-Ticket Highway and try a slice today.
Welcome back to Arnie Allen Diamond at Gov Fuller Field. Let's take a look at today's game time weather. 74 degrees, feels like 75. Just another picture-perfect evening, Tim, in Falmouth.
It really is, and it's good to see a nice day after you've had some rainy days recently. Saturday, the All-Star game gets rained out after a couple of innings, and try and enjoy this as much as we can.
And potentially some more rain on tap, but first let's get to the keys to the game for the Brewster Whitecaps.
Yeah, for Brewster, it's all about keep hitting the cover off the ball. The offense for Brewster has been fantastic recently. Nearly 8 runs per game in their last 16 games. And the other thing is just the Stay Road Warriors. They've been good all season long, but 10-4 on the road, that is incredibly impressive to do. And if they can keep doing that, things will go well for Brewster.
And we're in home game number 15. Just checked something off our bucket list thanks to our broadcast advisor, Brian Foley. Gave some gator bites. It's my first time trying it, Tim, here in Falmouth.
How was it?
Pretty good, you know. A little bit salty. A little bit of a distinct taste. So we move to the second, middle third in the Whitecaps order after a shutdown. First from Colby Putnam. It's the righty hitting catcher, Jacob Lee, who takes a knee-high fastball for a called strike.
Distinct, as in a good distinct, or is it a not?
No, it's good. It's just something like I've never had before. It's very unique. I guess similar to a clam, you could say. Breaking ball. Brooks tries to stick the outside corner, doesn't get the call. Lee, a .289 hitter in 21 games. 5 homers, 19 RBIs for the righty hitting catcher out of Virginia Commonwealth University. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, beautifully located from Putnam. How about this, too? You talk about experience, especially on the coaching staff. Jamie Shevchik in his 14th season at the helm of Brewster as the breaking ball strays outside. Check that, 12 seasons. Feels like longer with the amount of success that Shevchik has yielded. 2 championships, 2017 and 2021. As a 2-2 on the way from Putnam to Lee with nobody out. Fastball fouled back. They added John Schiffner to the coaching staff, the second winningest manager in Cape Cod League history in his tenure with the Chatham Anglers. At the time, the winningest manager in Cape League history, 541 regular season victories over 25 seasons as the fastball's driven to center field. Fabio Peralta, he's got a play on it. 4 up, 4 down.
And a lot of similar at-bats so far, where Brewster maybe fouls off a couple pitches, and then they fly out, they ground out. And then that's exactly what Colby Putnam really wants to do, so it's great to see so far.
There's a player to win most consistent at the plate for the Whitecaps. One of the coolest names, it's this guy to the plate. With the bases empty and 1 out, it's Cash Strayer, the DH in tonight's ball game, who takes a strike. 20 games, 17 hits, 3 homers, and 11 RBIs for Strayer as he lines it right to second base. Austin Maley to the forehand side, puts it away for the 2nd out.
And even that was kind of off the end of the bat a little bit. It wasn't hit all that hard, so even though it's a line drive, still encouraging for Putnam that it's softer contact.
2 outs and the base is empty. Righty-righty matchup. Former Commodore Eddie Yammond to the plate. Fastball called strike, inside corner. 0-1. Yemen lines it to deep center. Peralta ranges back on his horse, a few steps in front of the track, puts it away for another 1-2-3 inning for Colby Putnam. Down go the Whitecaps. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. Middle second, no score on Cape League TV.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
Welcome back to Arnie Allen Diamond at Gov Fuller Field. Let's get you tonight's Falmouth Commodores keys to the game.
Yeah, you take a look, and the first thing is limit the walks. The Falmouth pitching staff has allowed the second most walks on Cape Cod this season, and if they can avoid that, that will be huge for them to really just find the strike zone. I mean, that's what Coach Dom talks about a lot of the time. And then the other thing, score more than 4. Falmouth is 8-0-1 when they score more than 4 runs this season.
It's the 9-1-2 in the Commodores' order to come to the plate. Begins with the lefty hitting right fielder Gavin Greger, and about as good of a first inning, Tim, as one could imagine. 3 runs home on 3 hits for the Commodores, and the debut homer in a Commodore uniform for Carter White.
It was perfect. I mean, you start the game off with a double by Peralta. That one nearly got out, and that ball just staying fair from Carter White.
A lot of carries so far tonight. Look to see if that trend continues. Greger takes a fastball high and away. Commodores' second season for Gavin Greger. Spent 46 games combined last year between the Commodores and the Ocean State Waves in the NECBL, as he takes the second pitch outside at 91. Only 4 games in Falmouth last year, and 8 so far with the Commodores this summer. 2-0. Breaking ball spun in beautifully at the belt for a called strike.
Greger was a guy, though, that got to see how the season ended last season with the team not making the playoffs. So it's really nice to have a guy like him back to really help motivate the rest of the guys to get over the hump this year.
As Greger takes the heater away. Yeah, Commodores have certainly taken it to their division rival Kettleers. 3-1 against Katuitt this season. 2-1 at Lowell Park. Will host the Kettleers in the 5th and final matchup between both squads next Friday night. 3-1 with nobody out. Greger drives it high in the air to deep right, but Haight settles under it and makes the catch for the first out. So far for the Commodores, had 4 fly balls today, 2 that have worked to perfection on both Peralta and White's end. But eliminating the high dose of strikeouts has been a focal point throughout the season. Commodores doing a nice job so far. Deep breath from Darius from the right side of the rubber, fires to the lefty leadoff man who takes the fastball away.
And the Doors only had 5 strikeouts against Katuitt in the last game. That was something we haven't seen in a long time. So continuing that trend of getting better with avoiding the strikeouts.
As Peralta takes inside, 2-0. Commodores didn't have a strikeout in their final 2 innings. Friday night's game still left 9 runners on base, as did the Kettleers, in a 3-run victory for the Commodores. 2-0. Inside corner for a strike. Two-one with 1 out. Nice changeup. At the bottom of the zone, Peralta swings and misses.
That one dropped a lot in the zone. Tough one for Peralta.
So 2-2 with the bases empty and 1 out. Peralta led off tonight with a double. Now in the 20-hit club this season for the Commodores. Breaking ball, fouled back. Nice 3-pitch arsenal, despite 3 runs against for Tate Darius.
He has stuff that moves a lot in the zone. It's not easy for hitters. I mean, going into today, he had only allowed 1 earned run on the season.
2-2 with 1 out. Peralta spacks it right back up the middle for a base hit. So 1 on and 1 out for the Commodores, and Austin Maley comes to the plate.
And Peralta is feeling good right now. 2 great pieces of hitting, and that's a great at-bat. Fouling a couple pitches off, finding his pitch, and just driving it straight up the middle.
It's already halfway to the cycle, Tim. We saw a first home run of the season tonight from Carter White. Maybe the same in store for Peralta a bit later. 3-0 lead for the Commodores. Just 4 defensive outs into the ball game for the Whitecaps. And it's a ready-on-ready matchup. Maley, who struck out his first time, takes the fastball high and in tight. Maley, a .339 hitter at Gateway Community College this season. A .253 hitter in Falmouth. So impressive at the steady clip in which he has gotten hits. 20 and 24 ball games with Falmouth. In the process of transferring. 1-0 is a strike.
You just keep looking at Fabio Peralta on first base to see if he's going to take off.
As Peralta just gets back on a snap throw. Team leader in stolen bases with 13 for Fabio Peralta. Commodores had Pearson Reebok, who departed town this weekend. He was one of their best in the stolen bases department with 10. But after that, really no one who's going as Peralta goes. Breaking ball inside. Throw down to second. High from Lee. Tag applied, not in time. Another stolen base for Peralta, his 14th of the season.
And that one was just in time because he had to dive in and get the right jump because it was a pretty solid throw from Jacob Lee. But aggressiveness on the bases from Peralta yet again.
Despite Peralta clear and by far being the team's stolen bags leader, Commodores still doing okay in the stolen bases department league-wide as Maley goes around. Check swing called by the home plate umpire, Will Bowers. Second out of the inning and second strikeout of the game for Austin Maley. And the third strikeout of the ball game for the right-hander Darius.
Right, and you kind of expected the Commodores to be a little bit more aggressive at times. I think they've lost that a little bit recently. But you now are again seeing it after the Katuitt game. 4 stolen bases, and now today with Fabio Peralta starting this one off.
It's the lefty hitting Jeffries with 2 outs, who pops up the first pitch, a fastball fouled, third base side out of play. Jeffries an infield single, then was able to take second on the E4 committed by McClatty as Fabio Peralta wisely came to the plate in the bottom of the first. Jeffries came around to score the 2-run shot from Carter White. He awaits an 0-1 with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. 3 runs home for Falmouth here in the bottom of the second. Breaking ball, top of the zone for a called strike. Jeffries disagrees. It's 0-2. So it's an 0-2 to Jeffries. With 2 outs, Darius steals. Fastball grounded up the middle into center field for a base hit. Rounding third and coming to the plate is Peralta. He'll score easily. An RBI single for Jeffries, and it's 4-0 Commodores.
he just figures out ways to get hits. And he hasn't hit the ball all that hard today, but 2 ground balls in the perfect spots. Just getting his bat on the ball does wonders. And yeah, Peralta on second base, you know he's going to score.
So it's Carter White up to the plate, who had as good of a first step bat as one could have. A 2-run shot in the bottom of the first. Got another runner on. It's Braden Jeffries once again, 2 for 2, as White sprays it into left field for a base hit. Hit it perfectly as the shortstop Baker was shaded over towards second. 2 on and 2 out.
Commodores bats have come to play today. Not sure what they're seeing with the pitcher Darius, but they know something. They are on his pitches, and he's a great pitcher, so it's very impressive so far.
So it's A.J. Putty, who got plunked by Darius his first trip to the plate. A righty-on-righty matchup with 2 out. Jeffries off a second and White off a first. 6 hits for the Commodores in an inning and 2/3. First pitch, Putty, check swing, changeup. He went around, strike 1. Inside corner, 0-2. For the Commodores, 2 of their 6 hits, extra base hits or beyond. 0-2, just off the outside corner. Nice frame from Lee. Nonetheless, couldn't sell Bowers the call.
Wouldn't be a bad time for Putty's first extra base hit as well. Really opened this game up.
9 homers and 52 RBIs for Putty at the University of Illinois this season. Still yet to see his power stroke on display in Falmouth. No extra base hits, no homers, and 3 RBIs. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Putty down on strikes, and that does it for the Commodores in the bottom of the second. They played a run home, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. Let's go to the third. 4-0 Falmouth on Cape League TV.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
This broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. 4-0 Commodores lead as we roll top 3. Farrell Hudson and Timmy Weiss. Sideline reporter Andrew Hilsman. You'll hear from him in the next half inning. As great of a start as one could imagine. 6 up, 6 down for Colby Putnam.
Fantastic from Putnam, and now you're in a 4-0 game as well. You can be really loose out there. Commodores bats have done exactly what they have needed to do. Putnam just got to go out there and do his thing.
It's the Georgia Tech shortstop Will Baker to lead off the third. Bottom third in the Whitecaps order, 7, 8, 9. Lefty, lefty, righty. Baker followed by McClatty and Haight. Putnam into his wind in the first pitch. A fastball, letter high for a called strike. Don't see many players from down under, Tim. Travis Bazzana, obviously, with the Commodores, now going on to play for the Cleveland Guardians. 0-1. Fastball tipped into the glove of Brooks, 0-2. Become future teammates, or he will become teammates, I should say, with former Commodore Tyler Guerin, right-handed pitcher who appeared early on this season for the Doors. 0-2. Fastball sprayed into left field, on a line, and it hangs up for Carter White, who puts it away for the first out.
Now batting for the Whitecaps, the second baseman from Clemson, number 11.
So the bottom third in the Whitecaps order, all making their debuts today. It's Tristan McClatty to come to the plate.
And that's when you realize that this is finally the time of the season where there really is a lot of turnover in these rosters.
Clemson product takes the changeup away.
And it's great to see, all these new guys come in. And it's a tough thing for people to mesh together.
281 average for McClatty at Clemson this season. In 53 games, 8 homers and 47 RBIs, 57 hits, and 11 extra base hits. A 2-0 incoming with the bases empty and 1 out. Putnam deals, and the fastball catches the bottom of the zone for a called strike. Smooth start for Putnam, 7 up, 7 down, and a 4-run Commodore lead. 2-1, swing and a miss. There's that changeup again, thrown so beautifully at the bottom of the zone. So a 2-2 incoming to McClatty. Fastball away, and it's a full count. Putnam working quickly from the right side of the rubber. And the fastball rolled foul. Payoff pitch incoming from Colby Putnam. And that's ball 4. And that walk is our free pass of the game presented by Cape Cod Community College. Go to Cape Cod Community College for free. Every program, no tuition or fees for those that qualify. CapeCod.edu/free for more. So 2 1/3 perfect innings, Tim, for the right-hander Putnam. He allows his first base runner with 1 out in the top of the 3rd to McClatty, and now it's Adam Haight.
And it's not a big deal. It's 1 walk of the game. Just got to go out there and keep throwing strikes now. Only 4 walks this season and going into today.
He still has another thing intact right now as he throws over to first. Righty hitting right fielder Adam Haight, making his season debut for the Whitecaps, pops it foul. Haight played in the Appalachian League 7 games this summer with Pulaski, formerly a rookie ball home for the New York Yankees back before the minor league system was cut in half in 2020. Now they're called the Pulaski River Turtles. How about that name? Also an attendee of Oregon State. We mentioned Travis Bazzana. 55 games there this year, 283 average. 0-1, rolled on the ground to shortstop, double play ball, tailor-made, steps on the bag, Conus on to first in time, 6-3 twin killing, and Colby Putnam has faced the minimum through 3 innings of action. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on base, 2.5 through. 4-0 Commodores on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
Welcome back to Falmouth Commodores baseball here on Cape League TV. The Doors lead the Whitecaps 4-0 as we enter the bottom of the third. And Tommy Harrison is the 50th player to suit up for the Falmouth Commodores this summer. I asked Coach Jack Dahm about what it's like to manage a roster with so much turnover. He said it can be difficult, but his key is to just keep preaching the exact same things like he does to everybody else, to bring the team back together. He preaches selfless baseball, running for each other, running the bases well, and that's what they've done thus far today. The home run from Carter White, the first in a while for Falmouth, and Fabio Peralta has led things off well. We enter the bottom of the third. Guys, take it back up.
Andrew, thanks so much. As in the bottom of the third, it's Tommy Harrison to lead off as he grounds it just foul. 6, 7, and 8, and the Commodores order with a 4-0 lead. So we've got a couple extra right fielders out there, Timmy. Got a couple kids jet out onto the field for that.
Right.
Grounder foul. Now the first base umpire, Stephen Williams, orders him, hey, get off the field.
They're ready to go. Something else just ended up in center field as well. Michael Torres had to chuck it over the fence.
So it's Harrison followed by Konis and Brooks in the bottom of the third. The newcomer and MAC Player of the Year out of Lakewood, Ohio. Waits the 0-1. Check swing, and it's a changeup low. Another impressive caveat on Tommy Harrison. In an already shortened junior season of high school in 2021, he missed 10 games, about half the season due to injury. Still second on his team in hits at St. Edward's High School in Cleveland.
Well, it makes a lot of sense when it's a guy that hit .386 this past season in the spring with Miami, Ohio.
Impressive that he's been doing it over a consistent 5-year stretch, and it all culminated with that .386 average. 83 hits in 54 games at Miami this season. Fastball away. There's well-deserving of accolades, and then there's really well-deserving, and Harrison fits both. (3-1) with nobody out. Fastball driven, deep right center field. Racing back in the gap are Torres and Haight, and it bounces up against the wall. Harrison cruises towards second. He gets in with a double.
Well, this is a nice way to make your Commodores debut. All the way up against the wall. That ball was hit well.
So it's the second extra base hit for the Commodores. 7th hit in 2+ innings of action against Tate Darius as Ty Konis comes to the plate. Runner on second with nobody out. 4-0 lead for the Commodores. First pitch, breaking ball whiffles high. Konis comes into tonight's game at .202. 18 hits and 5 extra base hits. 1-0 off the outside edge. Tommy Harrison, a wide lead at second. As Konis pops it up. Right side of the infield at second. McClatty goes out. In comes Haight in shallow right, and he puts it away for the first out.
Now batting for the Commodores, the catcher from the University of Central Florida, number 20, Dallas.
There's just been so many more balls in play today, though, than you have seen in some of the games in the past. Falmouth is going after pitches, being aggressive at the plate. It's working.
Only 4 down by way of the K and 17 hitters to come to the plate so far for Falmouth this evening. Harrison off a second with 1 out, and the first pitch, Brooks sprays it foul. Right back to the screen.
There was no screen, it'd be right at our window.
We're all hands on deck ready.
Oh, yeah.
But the day will never come because of the screen being right in front of us.
We keep talking about on the road, maybe someday we'll maybe have a play.
Our best chance could come this Thursday at Chatham. Keep an eye out for that. 0-1. Breaking ball strike, outside corner, 0-2.
As long as it's not raining and there's a tent.
That is true. A lot of rain in the forecast. Seems like it'll be cleared up on Thursday. 0-2. Fouled off. Brooks a strikeout to end the first. His last time up against Darius. 4-0 lead for the Commodores. 7 hits across 2 1/3. It's amazing because Darius entered tonight's ball game a 0.79 ERA and 11 1/3. That's certainly got a lot of inflation so far tonight. Now 13 2/3. A lot more runs to his name. Breaking ball away.
He had only allowed 7 hits in all those innings, and he's done 7 today.
One-two to Brooks. Swing and a miss. Well-located fastball over the outside corner, and Brooks is down for the second time today. So 2 outs in the bottom of the third, and it's Gavin Greger, who flew out to right field his first time up.
Number 7, Gavin Greger.
Peak at second and a deep breath for Darius, who fires. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. .314 average for Greger in the A-10 this year. 51 ball games. 59 hits, 7 extra base hits, 2 homers, and 26 RBIs. One. Outside corner stealing a strike at the bottom of the zone's Lee as Greger turns around and asks the plate umpire Will Bowers where it was. So no 2 incoming with 2 out. As Darius 2 peaks at second, deals, and it's a jam shot. Will it stay fair? Down the line, just goes foul.
Well, Falmouth already had the lucky break with the Carter White home run down the right field line. This one down the left field line, and it just squeaks foul of the left field line.
Home plate umpire Will Bowers stepped about 45 feet down the third base line to make sure. They'll do the 0-2 again to Greger. Would have conveniently been a hit for Gavin Greger and the Commodores because of how deep in left field Brown's playing. 0-2. Inside corner called, strike 3. So impressively enough, 6 strikeouts for Tate Darius through 3 innings as the Commodores are unable to score. No runs and a hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. Let's go to the fourth. 4-0 Falmouth on Cape League TV.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic Clam Shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly option. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Are you looking for that perfect pregame meal? Supreme Pizza has you covered. Its extensive menu has everything from pies and calzones to salads and subs. And with its online ordering system, delicious food is just one click away.
It's an honor to support the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Supreme Pizza is open every day of the week. Order online or stop by their store, located at 147 T-Ticket Highway, and try a slice today.
4-0 Commodores as we move along top four at Guff Fuller Field in Falmouth, Massachusetts. A gorgeous Monday evening and a 4-0 lead for the Commodores.
A lot to be happy about right now if you're Falmouth. Colby Putnam has gone out and done exactly what you'd want. The offense has gone out and put up a big inning in the first, has got some life, even left some runners on. There could have been more runs at this point as well.
Colby Putnam's faced the minimum through 3 innings thus far. It's the top third in the order. Torres followed by Pantier and Brown. Center fielder, third baseman, left fielder, lefty, righty, lefty. Torres in from the left side to begin. Putnam as cool as a cucumber, stoic with the glove above the letters. Rocks into his wind and fires the opener. For Torres, he grounded to A.J. Putty at first, his last time up, to lead off the game in the top of the first. 1-0. Outside 2-0.
And for me, what tells the story of this game so far? Darius, 70 pitches through 3 innings. Putnam had 30 through 3.
Fastball strike. Both 100 pitches, but you're right. If you would have told me 70% of the pitches would have been from one side, not the other. Very asymmetrical. 2-1 with nobody out. Just missing the bottom of the zone's Colby Putnam. So far for Colby, yet to record a strikeout. 1 walk, no strikeouts. And no runs allowed. 3-1. Lined into left field. Moving back is White. And he's got a catch for the first out.
Now batting for the Whitecaps, the third baseman from Georgia Tech, number 7.
And right, if even though you're not striking out guys, why not keep doing what you're doing? It's working to perfection for Colby Putnam. Getting balls in play and forcing outs.
1 out and the base is empty. It's Holden Pantier, 289 average, 6 RBIs, and against Putnam. Breaking ball lined into right center field. Moving over is Gavin Greger, and there's 2 gone in the top of the 4th. So Putnam continues to mow the Whitecaps down. Only 1 base runner allowed through 3 2/3, and it came on a walk.
And everyone in the field is happy right now, too, because he's getting everyone involved out there. He's going left field, right field, infield.
Only place where it hasn't gone is the left side of the infield. You got Braden Jeffries and Ty Konis. 2 elite, capable fielders saying, come on, we're ready now. That's the fastball away.
Right.
We've gotten Austin Maley and A.J. Putty in the right side of the infield involved, and everyone in the outfield. 1-0. Fastball strike inside corner at 87. 1-1 count, bases empty, top 4, 2 outs. Commodores with a 4-0 lead in the 4th and final matchup between the Commodores and Whitecaps this season. Into his wind and firing the 1-1 inside. Squirts a changeup low off the glove of Brooks. 2-1. Commodores have to feel confident, Tim, about their infield situation. You got Braden Jeffries, who needs no introduction at third. Ty Konis, who's been phenomenal at short this season. Austin Maley, who can have some of the best bat-on-ball skills at the plate and astute defense. And A.J. Putty, who's manned the first base position well.
100%. And you got Drew Turpins as well on the bench right now, who we've seen play shortstop a couple of games already.
3-1, rolled on the ground to the aforementioned Austin Maley at second. And a 1-2-3 top of the 4th for Colby Putnam. 12 batters faced, the minimum through 4 innings for Putnam. 4-0 Commodores on Cape League TV.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic Clam Shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly option. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Are you looking for that perfect pregame meal? Supreme Pizza has you covered. Its extensive menu has everything from pies and calzones to salads and subs. And with its online ordering system, delicious food is just one click away.
It's an honor to support the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Supreme Pizza is open every day of the week. Order online or stop by their store located at 147 T-Ticket Highway and try a slice today.
Let's take a look at the storylines across the Cape Cod Baseball League. Adore earned CCBL honors. Kason Murphy named the CCBL Pitcher of the Week. 3 strikeouts, no runs against the Kettleers on Friday. All-Star Weekend, well, you only saw 2 innings of action, but a very entertaining home run derby, one in which Ben Slanker was involved, made it to the second round. Brady Crispin from Cotuit, ultimately the winner. And for YD, they shut out the Harwich Mariners, who have been steady Eddie consistent this season. Not a high run differential, but YD, that's the train that keeps on mowing along. 10% of the league they account for already in the postseason, 70% of the way into the season. As a new pitcher on the mound, it's Nate Taylor for the Brewster Whitecaps, Tim.
And Nate Taylor, a guy who hasn't pitched in 10 days. I know the All-Star break just happened, so it means that you have a little bit more time off, but that was his debut. He went a third of an inning with 21 pitches, allowed 5 earned runs, so a bounce-back day for him and a tough spot, down 4-0. Commodores really did a good job of hitting against Tate Durias.
It's the righty hitter out of Buford, or righty pitcher out of Buford, Georgia. 1-4 record across 27 1/3 this year at Vanderbilt. 31 hits, 27 earned runs, 20 walks, and 35 strikeouts. He'll deal with the top third in the Commodore order in the bottom of the 4th. Peralta, Maley, and Jeffries. It's about as inflated as you'll ever see an ERA as well, Tim. Only a third of an inning with the Whitecaps so far this summer, and he gave up 3 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts, an ERA of 135.
Yes, I mean, obviously when you look at the stats, it's a very small sample size, so
we're not talking
something to concern for Nate Taylor.
We're not talking about the NBA.
No.
How about Colby Putnam?
That's a lot of points in the NBA.
Yeah, you see it more and more these days, though. Colby Putnam's faced the minimum, 12 batters through 4 innings. I was going to say 12 up, 12 down, but did have the walk. But because of the 6-3 double play turned by Ty Konis at short, you could basically say 12 up, 12
I believe
down.
that was a full count when he walked his only batter.
Yes, it was a full count.
From Miami, number 14, Fabio Peralta.
So it's Fabio Peralta to lead off. 2 for 2. Scored a run in the second. Scored a run in the first as well. A double to lead off in the bottom of the first and a single in the bottom of the second. First pitch from the righty Taylor. Breaking ball just high. Bit of an interesting groove into his windup. We mentioned Adam Urban's distinct windup this summer with the Commodores. Nate Taylor's rock in motion, remotely resembling it. It's breaking ball inside to Peralta. It's 2-0.
It is probably the closest we've seen to Urban's windup. But Urban's is more backwards with that foot, I think.
It's the K-Rod stance, as they call it. 2-0. Hit on the ground, diving stop at first by Yaman. Flips to Taylor, who covers the bag in time. A sparkling defensive play by the Whitecaps for the first out. Wow.
Heck of a dive. I mean, Yaman did a phenomenal job. I thought he had no chance at this. And if Rob's Peralta, all he can do in the dugout is say, man, put his hands up and say, wow, that's a great play. And it was.
Ready matchup, bases empty with 1 out. It's Austin Maley 0 for 2 in the ball game with 2 strikeouts. As Taylor, glove at his face from the right side of the rubber, hurls and a breaking ball away at 81. Talking to Austin Maley before the home run derby on Saturday. Asked him, who would be your dream home run derby pitcher? He said, come on, that's too easy now. It's my dad. John Maley, longtime hitting coach in Major League Baseball, working with the Chicago Cubs. The changeup misses away. It's 2-0.
I'd say that's a pretty good option. That's not an option most people have.
And not just pretty good option. That better be your only option.
Oh, yeah.
2-0. Maley lines it into center field. Ranging over is Michael Torres, and he'll put it away for the second out. You want a guy, though, that could just be your hitting coach if you're starting to play baseball and learn it for the first time. It could be this guy, Braden Jeffries, 2 for 2 in tonight's ball game, a .345 average with the Commodores, .355 at Michigan. Can spray the ball all over the field, 4 extra base hits in 14 games. Need we say any more? He bats with 2 outs. Righty-lefty matchup, base is empty. Taylor winds and fires, and Jeffries pops it foul.
And what stood out recently about Jeffries is he's not just getting the singles anymore. All the extra base hits are piling up now. All these doubles recently, and that's exactly what you want to see. That's the type of progression he wants to take as a hitter.
0-1. Taylor deals. Change up inside. For Jeffries, an infield single in the bottom of the first as he came around to score, and an RBI single in the bottom of the second. 1-1. Outside corner, backdoor breaking ball, 1-2. One-two. His breaking ball just misses below the zone. Jeffries had to dive the knees down to make sure. But he wisely lays it off. Two to Braden with 2 out. Fastball high, and it's a full count. That's the thing about Jeffries, Tim. You're not going to make him swing at a pitch out of the zone.
No, he has great discipline.
Payoff pitch incoming from Nate Taylor with 2 out, and it hits Jeffries. It also got a piece of Jacob Lee somehow, some way. Must have taken a ricochet, awkward deflection. Nonetheless, Jeffries is aboard.
Very weird. You never see it come off a batter like that and then hit the catcher as well. And then the catcher to be shaken up as well, because normally it will take the force off the ball.
How about this for Braden Jeffries this year at Michigan? Only 26 strikeouts in 58 games. Especially in this launch angle, exit velocity, fly ball ratio era. You almost never see that kind of productivity in terms of putting balls in play anymore. It's only a 12% strikeout. So it's Carter White, 2 for 2 in the ball game, 2-run shot in the first and a single in the second. As Taylor muscles in a breaking ball for a strike. White at .324 on the season. Now a homer and 10 RBIs. 14 hits in his 10th ball game. 0-1. Soft changeup, swing and a miss. Both Darius and Taylor humming it at nice velocity today, but it's notably been the off-speed pitches in which have befuddled Commodores hitters, specifically over the outside corner. 0-2. Low.
Really, this top of the order for the Commodores today, though, has just been fantastic. 6 hits between Peralta, Jeffries, and White.
Breaking ball inside. So far for the Commodores today, between all 4 for each base in 7 of 11 plate appearances between Peralta, Maley, Jeffries, and White combined. 2-2 from Nate Taylor with 2 out. Breaking ball called strike 3. Bottom of the zone. White doesn't think so. That does it for the Commodores in the bottom of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left as we move along to the 5th. It's 4-0 Falmouth on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
4-0 lead for the Commodores as we move to the top of the 5th inning at Arnie Allen Diamond at Guff Fuller Field in beautiful Falmouth, Massachusetts. Farrell Hudson and Timmy Weiss, third member of our team, Andrew Hilsman. A great night so far for Falmouth. 4-0 lead. Colby Putnam remains on the mound, and he'll face the middle third in the Whitecaps order. Jacob Lee, Cash Strayer, and Eddie Yaman. Catcher, designated hitter, and first baseman, righty, righty, righty.
And you feel good about Putnam going back out there. He's been lights out.
As time called by Will Bowers, taking an extra second to step out is Jacob Lee, who just missed a nice shot in the top of the 2nd inning, where he also led off a fly ball to deep center. It's also the no-fly zone. Defensively is the Commodores' greatest strength this season as Lee flies it foul. Nice crowd on hand on this Monday night. But for Lee, you know he's got the power numbers, 5 homers and 19 RBIs, but it's been a no-fly zone specifically in center. We've spoken all day today about the productivity at the plate from Fabio Peralta. And that's gone not unnoticed. Fastball misses away, but it's the defense that's really stood out all season.
And today, there's been 6 flyouts, so every Commodores outfielder has had to been active on their feet, and they are.
Popped up. Middle of the diamond, who's going to take it? Ty Konis at shortstop. Ranges over and makes the catch for the first down.
That was a high one, too. Especially when you got a big power hitter like Jacob Lee. They can really pop those pop-outs up really high. Konis was ready to go, though, still.
So with 1 out and the base is empty, it's the lefty hitting Cash Strayer. Grounder to Austin Maley at second. Check that line drive to Maley at second, his last time up. Fastball strike down Broadway, 0-1. Similar to Christian Aiello, Tim. Fastball only about topping out at 88 today from Colby Putnam, and we saw that last time out against the Bourne Braves. Not a high clip of strikeouts by any means, 2 and 4 innings. But it's his off speed. He's able to play the fastball off so well, like you saw there, as he fires low to Strayer 1-1. One fastball inside. Two one popped up. Third base side foul. Putnam's home with the 2-2 with 1 out. Low and away, and it's a full count. Only second time today in which we've seen Putnam get into a full count.
That's amazing in the 5th inning.
Payoff pitch. Called strike 3, inside corner, as Strayer gets rung up for the 2nd out. First strikeout of the ball game for Putnam, and 2 gone, and the base is empty with a 4-0 lead for Falmouth in the top of the 5th.
And a fitting time to do it. Right on the corner. That's a nasty pitch from Putnam.
Eddie Yaman, 2-9 hitter in 17 games. Out of LSU, takes a fastball away. Yamada fly ball to center his last time up. 7 RBIs on the season. OPS, still a strength of his despite the lower batting average. As Putnam hurls in a 1-0. Breaking ball spanked down the left field line. It's just going to go foul.
And into the Brewster bullpen over there. Hello, guys.
Brewster bullpen were signaling fair, hoping that they could sell the call to the third base umpire, Sam Finn.
They have a good view, but possibly a biased view in that situation.
I'd say so. About 5 feet foul. 1-1. Breaking ball away. We were talking with Coach Dom, too, and he said, hitters get in a rhythm. They see 91 to 94 all summer. Even 88 can look like a changeup at fastball speed as this is driven to deep left field, all the way back and gone. Eddie Yaman breaks up the no-hitter and the shutout with a long solo blast to left, and it's now 4-1 Commodores.
Well, it's a bit of a shock when it just went out like that after the Brewster team had no hits. And that ball was hit really good. But it's okay. It's one pitch. You go back out. You keep dealing. Putnam has been fantastic all day. And it's a solo shot. 2 outs in the 5th. You're up 3 still. Just brush it off.
So it's the Aussie Will Baker to come to the plate. Lefty hitting shortstop with the bases empty and 2 outs. A 3-run lead for the Commodores as Colby Putnam looks to complete 5 strong innings of action. Fires a fastball away. Baker's last trip to the plate, a fly ball to left that Carter White handled. .332 hitter for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets in the ACC this year. Changeup, swing and a miss. Nicely located from Putnam, 1-1. Changeup's inside. So 2-1 count with 2 out. After Yaman, it's Tristan McClatty. All 3 Whitecaps rounding out the batting order today, making their season debuts. Baker, McClatty, and Haight. 2-1. A high Baltimore chop to first, handled by Putty on the backhand side. Flips to a racing Putnam covering the bag in time. That does it in the top of the 5th, but a run on a hit, no errors, and none left on base. Middle of the ball game, 4-1 Commodores. Timmy Weiss has you on the other side on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
Past the midway point at Gov Fuller Field, and it's a 4-1 lead for Falmouth over Brewster. We take a look at the Cape Cod Baseball League standings, and in the West Division, it is still pretty tight in that middle part of the division. Hyannis 2 points ahead of Falmouth, and then Katuitt 2 points behind Falmouth. You see the gaps in first and last a little bit bigger, but certainly a lot of time for things to change.
And the only team over 500 the Commodores are against in the West Division are the Kettleers, 3-1 versus Katuitt, 1-2 against Hyannis, 1-2 against Bourne, and 1-2 against Wareham. So got to start playing better in the division, Tim.
First pitch comes in to A.J. Putty for strike one. In the bottom of the fifth, game 29 of the Cape Cod Baseball League season. 29 of 40. It's finally getting there, that ending point of the regular season.
72.5% of the way through the season at the end of tonight. Near the three-quarter mark.
Falmouth trying to make the playoffs for the first time since 2023. Currently 6 points ahead of Wareham in that position. A.J. Putty up at the plate. The 1-2, fouled away again. Putty 0 for 1 today. Was hit by a pitch back in the first and got all the way to third base but could not score. It's still the right-handed pitcher Nate Taylor on the mound for Brewster. Pitch is fouled away again by Putty. Taylor got through the fourth inning through just 4 batters. The pitch, and it's cut on and missed by Putty. He goes down swinging, and there's one down in the bottom of the fifth.
We saw a similar tendency from A.J. Putty in his last at-bat in the bottom of the second inning. Got in front of a changeup. This time it's a breaking ball. Nice job by both Darius and Taylor on the Whitecaps side handling Putty all evening.
Brings up Tommy Harrison, the newest Falmouth Commodore in the lineup today. Already a double today. First pitch strike on Harrison. And we've teased just how good Harrison was at Miami, Ohio as the MAC Player of the Year. Fouled back. But the amazing thing to me is the improvement he had from the season before to this season. Just one season prior, he played 31 games and hit .209 with 21 RBIs. And then he quadrupled his RBIs the next season with 85, 5th in the country. Cuts and misses. He goes down swinging, so it's back-to-back strikeouts for Nate Taylor, who's in a groove right now.
Okay, so he is human. We have gathered that, despite the otherworldly numbers. Swing and a miss there. Nice job from Taylor. So you saw so much breaking ball and changeup, and he just speeds up the bat inside jammer at 90.
But even to have a double at this point in the game already for Harrison, one game in, there's players who go on the Cape and don't hit a double all season as Konis cuts and misses. It's 0-1.
Dallas Brooks still yet to record his first extra base hit as a Commodore.
4-1 game, bottom of the fifth with 2 down, and it's an 0-2 hole for Ty Konis. The pitch is another swing and a miss. The Doors go down with 3 straight strikeouts in the bottom of the fifth. Nate Taylor is dealing here. As we take a look at Netting Pros. Stadionic is the official netting and facility solutions partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. When it comes to netting and building iconic sports facilities, it's Netting Pros. Stadionic, making sports facilities iconic. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic Clam Shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly options. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, a proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Are you looking for that perfect pregame meal? Supreme Pizza has you covered. Its extensive menu has everything from pies and calzones to salads and subs. And with its online ordering system, delicious food is just one click away.
It's an honor to support the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Supreme Pizza is open every day of the week. Order online or stop by their store, located at 147 T-Ticket Highway, and try a slice today.
We welcome you back to Gov Fuller Field, and the doors go down quickly in the bottom of the fifth, but it's still a 4-1 lead as we head to the sixth. Colby Putnam back on the mound. He did finally face his first moment of adversity in this one back in the fifth inning, where he gave up a home run to Eddie Yaman, but still, he's been fantastic on the mound.
Yeah, I'm not complaining by some one-run, one-hit ball. Been rolling along. Not a high strikeout total, but as we said, got the entire defense engaged throughout the course of the evening. Everyone except for Braden Jeffries has had a play.
So it brings up the left-handed hitter, Tristan McClody. Another new player for Brewster. Has only had one at-bat today, and he was the first base runner to reach for Brewster with his walk in the third. Quick stoppage of play here. They're looking over towards that right field area where all the kids are. I don't know if something got on the field again. We've seen that a couple of times. But the first pitch comes, and it's a strike. 0-1 to McClody. And it's cool for Putnam being a guy from a smaller school. It's grounded up the middle. Conus on the run in time to first, and there's one down. But you don't see guys at Gardner-Webb and these smaller schools on the Cape all that often. Falmouth has a couple of those guys and have kind of showed the rest of the league how it's possible for these guys to go out and dominate.
No doubt about it. I mean, you can find diamonds in the rough from everywhere. Even Sachem Ramos, right? Pitched 2 years of Division II at Florida Southern before getting back into D1 baseball.
First pitch to Adam Haight in there for strike one.
We saw J.R. Struck make his season debut for the Commodores this past Thursday night. Attends Rollins.
8-0 for 1. A double play back in the third. That was right after the first Brewster runner reached. And with him retired, it meant that the minimum was still in play for Putnam. It's hit hard into left field, but right at White. He grabs it. There's two down in the top of the sixth.
Nice piece there from Haight, but nothing he could do. Just shaded perfectly by Carter White.
So we take a look at what Michael Torres has done recently. He has had hits on hits. Went 3 for 3 and recorded a walk last game against Chatham. 9 for his last 12 going into today. He's been one of the hottest hitters on Cape Cod.
Played with the Mystic Schooners last year. Talked about him being Defensive Player of the Year, but a .286 average in 24 games. As many hits in as many games last year for Torres.
1-1 to Torres. No hits today. 0 for 2 with a ground out to first in the first. A fly out to left in the fourth. Torres originally from Miami, Florida. Just like Fabio Peralta. Out in center field. The 2-1 outside, and it's 3-1. Putnam has done all of this with just 66 pitches. It's grounded up the middle at Conus. Over to first. He's got him. There's 3 down in the top of the 6th. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Colby Putnam is still putting on a show. It's 4-1 Falmouth over Brewster on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is...
Welcome back to Commodores Baseball here on Cape League TV. Colby Putnam's day is done, but it's an incredible one. After his 5 innings of work, only 1 strikeout, but only 1 hit allowed as well. I just got the chance to talk to him after his outing. He said he was really focusing on mixing stuff up, mixing all his offerings up, and just hitting his spots, much like he was against Bourne last Saturday in the Commodores' 4-0 win against the Braves. So another great start from the Gardner-Webb running Bulldog. Colby Putnam has the Commodores in good position. Guys?
Thank you so much, Andrew. And yeah, Colby Putnam has been that guy today for the Commodores. It's been really fun to watch. He doesn't strike out a lot of guys, and that's why it's impressive. But the way he gets guys out, it's effective. Certainly proving it today.
Nothing outside of the homer from Eddie Yaman. It has been that good. You look at the steady diet of 1, 2, 3 innings. 2/3 of the 6 innings, 4 of them, 1, 2, 3 innings.
First batter of the inning, Dallas Brooks for Falmouth. Pitches outside. Brooks, the 8-hitter today. After him, Gavin Greger, and then the top of the order, Fabio Peralta. It's flied out towards left field. It's a long run for Pantier. On the run, gets it. Nice play as he ranged back and leaned over his head to grab it.
That's another caveat on Dallas Brooks this season. He's had consistent averages throughout, a 278 hitter. We saw the double that he had on Friday at Katuitt. Continues to put the ball in play, but a nice running catch there. Very tough in no man's land for Pantier.
So 1 down, and there is 5 straight batters retired as Greger nearly goes for the bunt, instead pulls back for strike 1. Nate Taylor retired 5 in a row. The only base runner he has allowed to reach was a hit by pitch to Braden Jeffries in the 4th. The 1-1 is fouled backwards by Greger. Greger, a guy who's trying to find his groove again after his long period out. He went out on June 19th against Bourne, then made his first appearance in nearly a month on the 16th of July against Harwich. So he grounds it right at the second baseman, McLaddy, in time to first, and there's 2 down.
Well, it's an encouraging sign to see at least that he's put 2 balls in play today. And a little bit of a tougher start, but like I mentioned this past week, Tim, sometimes it takes 5 or 10 games to fully get in your rhythm. He was bouncing last summer, like I mentioned, after Ocean State, a few games here. So take a look at Fabio Peralta, though. There's been no shortage of hits with him.
100%, and he's continued the momentum today, but really been a menace on the base pass. Recorded 2 stolen bases against Katuitt, has 1 today. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. Already a double and a single. And back in the 4th, he had a hit robbed by Eddie Yaman. This one's grounded softly, but off his foot for a foul ball.
Commodores have action in their bullpen.
So it's a 1-1 count to Peralta. The pitch off speed, curved in there. A lot of movement on that.
I mean, that looked like it was sailing wide of the right-handed batter's box. And then just knuckles its way back in for a strike.
1-2 pitch with 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. Taylor throws. It's fouled back. Peralta stays alive. The extra base hits for Peralta coming back. One against Katuitt last time out and one today. Now has 4 doubles on the season. The 1-2 is low, a nice eye. And Peralta hit a slight skid in the middle of July. He went 4 games without a hit until Thursday against Harwich. Grabbed his first hit in that period. Nice eye on a 2-2 count. Brings it to a full count on Peralta. The Cape League All-Star at a full count. Flied out into left center field. Torres ranges over, under it to make the play. And that will end the bottom of the 6th. We head to the 7th inning. It's a 4-1 game, Falmouth over Brewster on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
We welcome you back to Gov Fuller Field. 4-1 Falmouth over Brewster in the top of the 7th. And it's time to take a look around the Cape at the scores.
Wareham up 6-3 over Harwich in the top of the 6th inning. So a bit of a pressure cooker now in the West Division, Tim. As we mentioned, Wareham starting to gain some momentum as of late. Bourne up 7-1 at against Orleans at Doran Park. Hyannis over Chatham 3-2. End of 2 innings out east. And YD, it's a final in 8 innings, defeats Katuitt 4-0. Katuitt falls to 10, 17, and 2.
So now in the game for the Commodores, it's Cooper Montalbano in for his first time making his Commodores debut. Rising redshirt junior at FDU. In this past season, a 4.8 ERA and 30 innings pitched with FDU.
Walks a bit high, thus contributing to the ERA, but a 2-2 win-loss record.
Up for Brewster, it's Holden Pantier, the 2-hitter. So facing the middle of the lineup in his first appearance as a door. And it's 2-0. Montalbano's ERA, though, was third on the Knights at 4.8. The pitch outside, and it's 3-0. We've been spoiled with Colby Putnam. He's only allowed 1 walk today. That's through 6 innings of work for the right-hander.
And that was his only base runner allowed outside of the Eddie Yaman homer.
3-0. Here it is. Outside. And Pantier takes his base. Brewster has a runner on first. No outs in the top of the 7th.
Pantier 2 flying balls in the game before that walk. Second walk issued by Commodore pitching.
So just the third Brewster base runner to reach this game. It brings up Blaine Brown, who's 0 for 2. 2 ground outs to Austin Maley at second. First pitch. In there for strike 1. Brewster's only run of the day came from Eddie Yaman back in the 5th. A solo shot. Other than that, they have no hits. Throw back to first to check on Pantier. Pantier with 3 stolen bases on the season on first. The pitch, rounded just foul of first base.
Got excited off the bat there because I know A.J. Putty loves to make those high backhand plays at first. Has such a strong arm, can throw down to second, and for the Commodores, thought they'd be in store for a double play there.
A big guy over there at first. 6'4", 210 pounds in Putty. 0-2 count to Brown. Putnam sets and fires, Montel Blano. 1-2 to Blaine Brown. The pitch. A check swing. Did he offer? Yes, he did. A strikeout for Montel Blano. His first in a Commodores uniform. 1 down in the top of the 7th.
And for Brown, there's a little bit of frustration involved there. 2 ground balls to first in the strikeout. He was frustrated, shaking his head no as he left the box. Saying to the plate umpire, Will Bowers, can you at least just check with the field umpire to make sure, as he would have liked an appeal down to Sam Finn at third.
And that's just the second strikeout Commodores pitching has today. Outside, and it's past the glove of Dallas Brooks. Pantier advances down to second. Brewster has a runner in scoring position with 1 down. Jacob Lee at the plate. Lee 0 for 2 today. Flied out to center field in the 2nd and popped out to the shortstop in the 5th. The biggest power hitter on Brewster up in a big spot. Montel Blano sets and fires, and this time it's stopped by Brooks. He had to be ready.
You can see him as that ball was about halfway out of the hand of Montel Blano to home plate. Brooks already squaring up to block it. Nice read.
Another amazing thing about Putnam's day is that he went 68 pitches through 6 innings. Darius, the starter for Brewster, went 3 innings, 70 pitches. As this one's hit hard and blooped into left field, it drops down. The wave comes around for Pantier. He's in comfortably. It's a 4-2 game in the top of the 7th and an RBI single for Jacob Lee.
And for Lee, that's already his 20th RBI on the season, and that's what he's able to do so well. Yeah, he's a slugger, and we've talked about his homers that he's hit this season, 5 of those, but it's just his ability to put balls in play that has been very impressive, as he does right there to cut it to a 2-run deficit.
So with 1 out, Cash Strayer comes up to the plate. 0 for 2 with a line out and a strikeout looking in the 5th. This one's flied out, very high, sitting up for White. As time makes the play, and there's 2 down in the top of the 7th. Big to get that quick out right there for Montel Blano. Settle himself down.
Said especially after an RBI single, your debut inning as a Commodore, and you allow a run. It's quick ounce and efficiency that we saw from his teammate Colby Putnam all day. Look to see Montel Blano do it here to end the 7th.
So the 1 home run that Brewster has had today comes to the plate. Eddie Yaman, it's popped out shallow in the infield, sits up for Konis. He grabs it. Falmouth gets out of the top of the 7th, allowing just one. But now it is 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th on Cape League TV.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic clam shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly option. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, a proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Are you looking for that perfect pregame meal? Supreme Pizza has you covered. Its extensive menu has everything from pies and calzones to salads and subs. And with its online ordering system, delicious food is just one click away.
It's an honor to support the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Supreme Pizza is open every day of the week. Order online or stop by their store located at 147 T-Ticket Highway and try a slice today.
We're back at Gov Fuller Field as Falmouth is up 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th. We take a look at the 7th inning recap. Falmouth up 4-2 on 7 hits and 2 hits. We'll take a quick step aside and send it down to God Bless America. A lovely rendition of God Bless America on a lovely night in Falmouth, Massachusetts. So we take a look again at the game recap of today. Falmouth up 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th. 7 hits compared to Brewster's just 2. I mean, it's been a good day for the offense and the pitching. Everything clicking right now.
Yeah, only 6 runners left on base for the Commodores, 2 for the Whitecaps. Efficient innings, good pitching. Minimal strikeouts, but the Commodores haven't needed it. And a 2-run lead outside of the single from Lee and the blast by Yemen. 2 hits all day, 2 errors committed, both by the second baseman McCladian, which allowed Falmouth to plate more runs. All 4 runs, should I say, coming in the bottom of the 2nd.
First hitter of the bottom of the 7th, Austin Maley. He's the only hitter of the top 4 guys on Falmouth without a hit today. But certainly a guy who is used to getting hits with the doors. It's inside on him. Cape League All-Star. He was the only player on the Cape to have a hit in the All-Star game. Now, they only got through a couple of innings.
Rocketed a double down the left field line in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
0-2 to Maley. 2 strikeouts today, coming in the 1st and the 2nd. Nearly got out. That double Maley had. Hudson misses, and it's the 3rd strikeout of the day for Austin Maley, and there's 1 down in the bottom of the 7th. And that is the one thing today that maybe hasn't gone how the Commodores would like, with 11 strikeouts on the game. But the thing you do have to keep in mind is there's been a lot of batters up at the plate because they've worked around so much.
Right.
First pitch strike on Jeffries.
Also, Nate Taylor's looked great in relief. 6 strikeouts for Darius. We mentioned silently he was climbing up the strikeout ladder because of how many runs the Commodores plated. He didn't think about it that way, but now 4. Check that 5 through 3 1/3 for Taylor.
And it's 0-2 to Braden Jeffries. Taylor has gone 3 1/3 with no hits, no walks. He has been solid and really given Brewster life in this game. Low in the dirt to Jeffries. But Jeffries today has also given a lot of life to the Commodores. 2 singles in the first and the second, an RBI, and also reached in the fourth. Reached every single time today. 1-2, he misses. That's a strikeout back-to-back to start the bottom of the 7th. 2 down.
That breaking ball that's been just whiffling inside. Just such nasty horizontal movement all day from Nate Taylor.
Nate Taylor at Vanderbilt. This past season, he also pitched for Georgia the year before that. Flied out foul, just out of play from White. Carter White with the home run back in the first inning. The key moment of today's game. A 2-run shot that just squeaked inside the right field foul pole. He grounds it right at the third baseman. A diving stop by Pantier. Up on his feet to first in time. A heck of a play, and that will end the bottom of the 7th. We head to the 8th. 4-2 Falmouth over Brewster on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
We're into a big spot of this game. The top of the 8th, Falmouth with a 4-2 lead over Brewster, and they've held the lead the entire game since the bottom of the first, where Falmouth took a 3-0 lead. But now it's a new pitcher in. Ben Reimers comes into the game, a guy that's been fairly reliable all season for Falmouth.
Yeah, this year with the Commodores, 7 2/3, an 0-1 record, but not indicative of his ERA at 2.35. He's making his 7th appearance, all in relief so far. He's allowed only 8 hits in the time frame, 2 earned runs, 6 walks, and 7 strikeouts.
Due up for Brewster this inning, it's Will Baker, Tristan McClody, and Adam Haight. The 7, 8, 9 part of the order.
Now batting for the Whitecaps, the shortstop from Georgia Tech at number 9, Will Baker.
And that part of the order today, still without a hit. Brewster has just 2 on the day, along with 2 runs. Reimers sets and throws. It's outside. Reimers has that cool motion when he fires, kind of almost charges himself up before he gets to the plate. Inside, nearly hit Baker. He didn't move a muscle, though.
Last time out for Ben Reimers against the Harwich Mariners on Thursday night. 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts.
Reimers throws. It's grounded right at Putty, scoops it with the backhand over to Reimers. He taps first. And there's one down in the top of the 8th.
Nice job by Reimers. Got a bit of a late jump off the mound, but he's able to hustle over with his speed and cover the bag in time.
It's not an easy scoop for Putty at first as well. Looks comfortable out there defensively so far this season with the Doors. Brings up Tristan McClotty, the second baseman for Brewster. One down, nobody on. First pitch strike, catches the outside part of the plate. McClotty was the first base runner to reach for Brewster with a walk in the 3rd. Pitch inside, nearly hit him. For Reimers, he's a rising senior at Stanford. Last year spent his summer out in the West Coast League with the Walla Walla Sweets. The 1-1. It's chopped at the second baseman, Maley. Over to first in time, and there's 2 down in the top of the 8th.
Efficiency, name of the game, and coming back in counts. That's what Commodore pitching has done all night between Putnam, Montalbano, and now Ben Reimers.
Adam Haight coming up to the plate now. But Reimers, a guy that's been Stanford through and through his whole life. His father played baseball at Stanford from 1994 to 96. Helped the Cardinals to a conference title in 1994 and a trip to the College World Series in 1995.
Similar to the connections we've seen all summer, Logan Pecor
goes off the back of Adam Haight. There's the first base runner in the top of the 8th, and the first base runner allowed from Ben Reimers.
What I was going to say is you had Reagan Ricken, who pitched for the Commodores earlier this season in 2 starts out of LSU, whose father, Dan, he said, he told me everything I need to know about pitching, a 5th-round draft pick in 1994. And you also have Logan Pecor, his father, who played at Central Michigan. It's always cool having the father-son baseball connections.
Absolutely. Reimers' dad was drafted in the 15th round by the Chicago White Sox. There's a runner on first and Haight. In the top of the order, Michael Torres up. Fouled back for strike 1. Torres no hits today, but we mentioned how red hot he has been. Currently on a 3-game hitting streak. Throw back to first by Reimers to check on Adam Haight. Torres came into today with a .328 batting average. For Brewster, they have not lost many times over the last 16 games. Just 2 times in that stretch. 0-1 is outside, and it's 1-1 to Michael Torres. But the Commodores have put up some good matchups against them this season. The last time these two squared off at Brewster, a 7-7 tie. Cut on and missed by Michael Torres. And you know Reimers has circled this game on his calendar. He was the one in the bottom of the 9th who allowed the 2-run RBI double that tied the game at 7, which is where things ended.
And it was that balk, if you remember, with 1 out that moved both runners into scoring position. That ground rule double would have only scored a run at that point, gotten runner over to third. Now, granted, a single would have won the game, but after that, there was a fly ball. So if it weren't for that balk, Owen Jenkins would have never tied it with that double.
No lights in Brewster, but lights at Falmouth. The pitch outside. And it's 3-2, full count in a big spot to Michael Torres.
Surprising, too, because Brewster is one of the newer teams out on Cape Cod in the grand scheme of how long this league's existed.
The full count pitch inside, and it's a walk to Michael Torres. Brewster has runners on first and second, And the go-ahead run comes to the plate in Holden Pantier.
How about this? When it was a 4-0 ball game, the Waters seemed all calm, especially after 2 innings. He figured Commodores will coast, and especially looked that way with the pitching staff. But now you got the middle third in the order coming up. 2 runners on, a hit batsman and a walk. 1 swing could change it all, as we saw earlier with Eddie Yaman off the bat. This game's far from over.
Brewster is never out. That's what Falmouth has seen all season long against them. First pitch outside to Pantier. The first game of the season, Falmouth was up 6-1 going into the 9th, and it ends up being a 6-5 game. Falmouth was up 7-4 the last time these two squared off at Brewster, and it was a tie. The 1-0 inside, and it's 2-0 to Pantier. Reimer's struggling a bit to find the strike zone so far. 14 pitches, just 5 strikes.
It's tough, too, after the first 2 quick outs that he recorded so seamlessly.
There's strike 1 to Pantier. 0 for 2 today. Walked back in the 7th, though, and scored a run. 1 of 2 runs today. The other, a solo shot from Eddie Yaman. 2-1 pitch is lined out into right field. It drops down. 1 run is coming in to score. Into second, and another run is coming in to score. It gets all the way down the right field line, and Michael Torres gets all the way from first base to home plate, and it's a 4-4 game in the top of the 8th.
I mean, what is going on? Not just in this game, but in the season series. I mean, both Brewster and Falmouth will refuse to let one another gain any more than a 1-run lead besides tonight. Now Brewster comes back to tie it. I said, don't count it until it's over. A great 2-run rally by the Whitecaps here in the top of the 8th.
You know, that caught me off guard. I was not expecting Michael Torres to have a chance of getting to home on that pitch. It didn't go all the way to the wall. But a big break for Brewster. This one is hit high out into center field. It's going over the head of Peralta. Another run is in to score for Brewster. All of a sudden, what felt like a sure win for Falmouth has turned into a Brewster comeback. 5-4 in the top of the 8th. Another double, and this time Blaine Brown is at the hands of it.
And it's a product of the hit batsman and the walk that came back to bite the Commodores, because now you've had only 2 hits in the inning, 3 runs plated. If you would have told us at the end of 6 innings that a 4-0 lead would turn into this, as the nightmares continue for Ben Reimers against the Whitecaps.
Jack Dahm is heading out to the mound. First time today that we've seen a Falmouth Commodores pitcher pulled mid-inning. It's been so good so far today, up until this moment. So the day is done for Ben Reimers, and Brewster has come back to take the lead. 5-4. There's 2 down in the top of the 8th. We'll be back in a little bit on Cape League TV. Welcome back in a big situation. Throwback to second nearly. It's a new pitcher in for Falmouth, J.R. Schruck, and he faces a very tough spot. Brewster has come back to take the lead in this one, but there is 2 outs, but he faces Jacob Lee, who has a power bat. Schruck deals, and it's chopped at Jeffries, scooped up over to first in time, gets out of a jam. A huge ground ball from J.R. Schruck. It remains a 1-run game. We head to the bottom of the 8th on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
This game has taken a turn at Gov Fuller Field. Brewster now leads 5-4 over Falmouth in the bottom of the 8th. The Doors need a moment of magic in the late innings in the first game back from the All-Star break. And now there is a new pitcher in for Brewster. It's the right-hander, Zach Metz.
And Zach Kamatz, who's been one of the most steady arms out of Jamie Shevchik's bullpen this season. 21 innings of action. His ERA at 1.71, a 1-0 win-loss record. 7 walks and as many strikeouts in as many innings. He's faced the Commodores quite a good deal as well. Last time out against Falmouth, he went 2 2/3, 27 pitches, no earned runs, 2 hits, a strikeout, and no walks.
Faced Falmouth twice this season. He also faced them back at Gov Fuller Field in late June. Went 3 innings of no runs, 2 hits on that day.
How about that? Zach Kamatz and Ben Reimers both out of the West Coast League here to the Cape this summer.
Putty grounds it at the shortstop. It's slow. It's going to be a tough play. On to first. He's safe off the bag. Not in time. Putty beats out the throw. And that's huge for Falmouth.
And it scored an infield single for Putty, his first hit of the day, and he reaches base for the second time. Got plunked in the bottom of the first.
And Putty, not known as the fastest guy, as it's going to be a pinch runner for him. Trying to get an eye on that. It is Drew Turpins out there for Falmouth, one of the newest Commodores as well. Played in 3 games this season. Now on first base, and we'll see if he takes off. But speaking of new Commodores, Tommy Harrison in the bottom of the 8th, no outs. Already a double today. He's up. It's flied out into left field. It's drifting down the line, foul.
Harrison's got some good wood on it today, an E4 in the bottom of the first as he was able to reach on a hard hit ground ball to second, and then a double to lead off the bottom of the third. How about that? Led the MAC in homers, OPS, RBIs, and slugging. Unreal.
Had 26 more RBIs than any other Red Hawks player. Pitch Big swing and miss. It's almost a bit hard to believe that Falmouth is down in this game right now. Everything was going Falmouth's way up until that 8th inning, when Brewster just tacked on 3 runs to take the lead. It's just outside. A good eye by Harrison. It's Putty on first after he beat out an infield single. The pitch. Same spot, outside. Falmouth has 4 more hits than Brewster, double, 8-4 on the hits front. Just haven't quite gotten it done with the runners in scoring position, 3 for 11 compared to Brewster's 3 for 4. Slurving off-speed pitch in there for strike 3. That's a tough one there for Harrison.
Impossible, locked him up. Nasty. Beautifully executed from Zach Kamatz, and he's continued what Nate Taylor did all day. 4 innings, the final line for Taylor. No hits, no runs, no earned. No walks and 6 strikeouts. Kamatz picking up where Taylor left off.
Now Ty Konis at the plate for Falmouth. First pitch, another similar ball flight on that. Is this one just inside on Konis. Leads the Commodores with 16 RBIs this season. And it's 2-0 to Konis. Another Cape League All-Star, a part of this Falmouth squad. Recently transferred over to Texas Tech earlier this summer. And it's 3-0 to Konis. Falmouth has not issued a walk yet today. Could this be the first? Bottom of the 8th, 1-run game, 1 out. Strike 1 on Konis. Ty has 10 walks on the season. Kamat sets, throws, big swing and miss by Konis, and it's a full count. The Doors trying to start the All-Star break. Your first game back from the All-Star break on a hot skid. Won their last one. It's just chopped foul by Konis. It was such a great game against Katuitt on Friday before the weekend. 4-1 win. Pitching was great. The hitting got their hits when they needed to. Did just enough.
I mentioned the strikeouts, 13 for Falmouth so far. Through 7 1/3 today. Conversely, 13 for Brewster. How about this pitching staff staying consistent after
Full count.
Tadrius?
It's a swing and a miss. Now the throw comes down to second, and he's out. It's double trouble for Falmouth. That ends the bottom of the 8th after a promising start with A.J. Putty getting on first. We head to the 9th inning on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
Into the ninth inning at Gov Fuller Field, an all-important one in a one-run game. Brewster over Falmouth, 5-4. It's still the right-handed pitcher, J.R. Struck, for Falmouth, as he faces the 5, 6, and 7 batters for Brewster. Cash Strayer first up, Eddie Yaman after that, and Will Baker to close it out. Strayer, a Cape League All-Star, and 0 for 3 today. First pitch from Struck, fouled away.
For Struck, you really need to keep this a one-run game because I feel like the Commodores certainly have the chance at the bottom of the ninth. Dallas Brooks, despite 2 strikeouts, has had some good plate appearances. Gavin Gregor's put the ball in play, and then you roll it back to the top of the order, and we've seen what they've done tonight, Tim.
Certainly, if you can get it to the top of the order, the way they're hitting the ball in this game, you feel good about that.
I'm going to even make a confident prediction. If it gets held at a one-run game here, I see either one or the other of Dallas Brooks or Gavin Gregor getting on. Maybe, hopefully both. If in one you're hoping it's Gregor's case because of his speed with Fabio Peralta, the day he's had. And Austin Maley's due for a turnaround. He's too good of a hitter to go 0 for 5 in a game.
1-1 pitch is flied out towards left field. Jeffries at third range is over. Konis is over there too. He calls him off and slides down on the grass and makes the play. 1 down in the ninth.
Looks like Ty got befuddled by the lights momentarily, but then gets it right back. We'll take a look at the upcoming schedule, Tim. Let's go to Harwich tomorrow, weather pending.
Go to Harwich tomorrow with weather pending, and then you take a look at the rest of the schedule. Chatham twice, on the road for 3 days, and then YD to close out the week. The rest of it is Bourne, Hyannis, Catuit, Wareham, and Orleans, and that's the last game of the regular season. Hard to believe, but here right now, that's all that matters for Falmouth. Inside on Eddie Yaman, or actually it's a pinch hitter.
Uh-oh. Now Will Bowers is calling in Stephen Williams, the first base umpire. Now they rule that it plunked Eddie Yaman. I don't know. That's a delayed call.
Yeah, excuse me. Not a pinch hitter in Eddie Yaman.
As for the Commodores and Whitecaps, I'd like to remind you tonight's game is always, this broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited.
So Yaman's on first base, and Will Baker at the plate. Pitch is outside from Struck. Baker 0 for 3 today. Still no hits from the 7, 8, 9 of Brewster's lineup, but it hasn't mattered. They took the lead in the top of the 8th. 3 runs came against Ben Reimers. 1-1 count now with 1 down. And J.R. Struck, a cool story, comes from Rollins University, a premier D2 baseball team in the Sunshine State Conference.
Same university as Clay Bellinger, Cody's father, attended.
It's about 25 minutes northeast of Orlando. But in his freshman season at Rollins, he held opponents to a 200 batting average and led the Tars with 18 appearances. 1-2 count on Baker. The pitch. It's hit hard at the shortstop. Konis onto second and comfortably for first for the double play. Done in style to get out of the top of the ninth. But now's the time that matters for Falmouth. We head to the bottom of the ninth in a one-run game on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
Falmouth has one more chance in the bottom of the ninth. It's 5-4. Brewster over Falmouth. Due up for the Commodores this inning, Dallas Brooks, Gavin Greger, then the top of the order, Fabio Peralta. They still face the right-handed pitcher, Zach Kamatz. In really what feels like a critical game for Falmouth. First game back from the All-Star break. Quick timeout. Brooks was in there ready to go. Brooks 0 for 3 today. First pitch, it's a strike from Kamatz. Now the funny thing about this is on June 28th, when Brewster took on Falmouth at Gov Fuller Field, Zach Kamatz closed it out in a one-run game.
And indeed he did. Ended up getting the win and the save. Well, you wouldn't count it as a save because he went 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts.
That's his job today. Falmouth tries to stop it. And it's 1 and 2 on Brooks. 2 strikeouts today. Falmouth with 14 on the day. The pitch is cut on and missed by Brooks. There's 1 down in the bottom of the ninth. Falmouth down to 2 outs. Gavin Greger comes up to the plate with 1 down. He's 0 for 3 and looking for that first hit since coming back from his injury. Said at times it's been tough to adjust to the wood bats as he cuts and misses at the first pitch. But when he is sticking to his plan, he's on time with the fastball and pulls off-speed pitches. That's when he feels he's at his best. The 0-1 is off the glove of the pitcher. Kamatz loses it. Greger gets on first. The Doors have life in the bottom of the ninth.
How about that? I said, hey, one of them has to get on, and if it's Greger, that means a really good thing because you can have Fabio try and lay down a push bunt here or get the speed of Greger somehow in scoring position, rolling it back to the top of the order. That's best-case scenario, Tim.
And now you feel good with how this top of the lineup has been hitting the ball, especially today. Fabio Peralta has 2 hits, a double to start the game, a single in the second, and a stolen hit by Eddie Yaman at first. He goes for the bunt, pulls it back. Jacob Lee was ready to gun down to first on Gavin Greger. Something you have to keep in mind, Greger, who has been out for a while, he is quick on the base pass.
That's the first hit we've seen by the Commodores since Tommy Harrison's double to lead off the third.
The Brewster pitching staff has quieted Falmouth bats. It's been impressive. But all that matters for Falmouth is right now, right here, to get one big hit.
Check that second hit, infield single in the bottom of the 8th as well.
So the first strike on Peralta, it's 2-1. And the big thing for Falmouth this season is getting to the 5-run mark. They're undefeated. One tie when they score over 5 runs. That was against Brewster. Just over a week ago, on the road, 7-7 tie. Falmouth and Brewster knotted at 1-1-1 this season. This one, the final game they play. And it's 3-1 to Fabio Peralta. Come out, sets, throws. It's low. Peralta takes his base. The Commodores have runners on first and second in the bottom of the 9th with 1 down.
And if I'm Austin Maley here with the speed, I'm trying to do one thing, apply pressure on the defense, and do that by laying a bunt down the third baseline. Challenge Pantier to make an accurate throw. He's not going to be able to get the force at third. You have 2 speedy guys then in scoring position in both Gregor and Peralta once you lay that bunt down, and then you have it ready to go for Braden Jeffries, who's one of the best bat-to-ball hitters the Commodores have. This is an excellent case scenario, Tim.
It's an infield meeting and a big spot to do it. A lot on the line in a 1-run game. Bottom of the 9th.
The second baseman from Gateway Community College, number 24.
And who better to bring up in this situation than Austin Maley, a guy you've counted on all season long. Been in the lineup since game 2 of the season at Brewster. First pitch, in there for strike 1. On deck for Falmouth, Braden Jeffries and Carter White, who have had phenomenal days. It's blooped over the first baseman's head, but just foul. Ever so close for Austin Maley.
Oh, baby. And you talk about a way to possibly get off the Schneiden. Sometimes the most random hits like that, a little duck squibber off the end of the bat. 0 for 4 is Maley in the ballgame with 1 fly ball. Got to choke up and protect now with 2 strikes. Can't bunt.
0 for 2, Falmouth with 15 strikeouts on the day. Maley with 3. The 0-2, outside. He nearly went, but just didn't offer. He smiles as he stays alive.
You got to love Brewster coming out of their dugout trying to sell that. That wasn't even close, Tim. We saw our angle from here. That was a quarter swing from Austin Maley. I hope that was a joke from the Whitecaps dugout. Can't be serious.
The 1-2 is low. 2-2 count. Maley is working it in this spot. Falmouth has had the better of most things today except the run category, and this one's grounded just left of the third base bag. Maley stays alive. 9 hits to Brewster's 4. But just haven't caught the right breaks.
Maley's fiddling the line, though. Well, pop up down the right field line now. Jam shot grounder just foul on the third base line. Doing a nice job battling in the count.
In a 2-2 count. Let's see if he can keep this fair. And he keeps it foul again. That one over towards the dugout of Brewster. 1 hit could score Gregor and tie this game. Maley, second on the Commodores in RBIs with 10 this season. The pitch is outside. Maley stays alive, and it's a 3-2 count. leads the Commodores in walks with 17 as well. He's known for his eye. Needs it right here. The pitch. Inside, he takes his base. The bases are juiced. In a one-run game, 1 out, and Braden Jeffries steps up to the plate.
How about that? I mean, you talk about the tenacity and grit on display from Austin Maley there, Tim. Phenomenal. You're in a 2-strike count. You've gone 0 for 4 in the ball game. Not trying to harp on it too long, but you'd think you'd go overprotective there, but great recognition on the high breaking ball that didn't have enough bite. Now Kamat's in a sticky situation. Nowhere to go except throw a strike with a great contact guy who's 2 for 3 today up in Jeffries.
Jeffries, the only Commodore to reach base 3 times today. First pitch, low. You can't afford a walk right here with the bases juiced. 1 hit wins this game possibly for Falmouth. The pitch is hit into center field. Let's see if the run comes home. Peralta is going towards home base. The throw is not in time. Gregor's in to score. Falmouth ties it up at 5 in the bottom of the 9th.
That was a much closer play than we thought. Strong arm from Torres, but even better speed on display from Gregor. A nice job from Jeffries, bat on ball. Most important thing, just tying the game. But now you got Carter White up, and we know what he's obviously done today with the homer and the single in the bottom of the 2nd.
The game seemed done. Falmouth was in a tough spot, but that ball off of the glove, A.J. Putty got it started. Now it could be ended by Carter White with 2 down and 2 on in the bottom of the 9th. Falmouth has not lost a game this season when they score 5 runs or more. 8-0-1. The pitch. Slurs
nasty.
in there. 0-2. Peralta on second and Maley on first. But all that matters is the runner on second. The pitch. Low. It's 1-2 to Carter White. White, who hit a 2-run shot in the first inning. That was the first Commodore home run since July 3rd. Does he have it in him yet again to win it? The 1-2 outside. 2-2 count to Carter White with 2 down in the bottom of the 9th. It was just the first one of 3 home runs in a long span, as it's grounded at the shortstop, throw to first, scooped by the first baseman, Yaman. Man, that was close. But Falmouth can't get the second run they need to take the lead. It stays 5-5. We head to extra innings on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
We're still playing baseball at Gov Fuller Field. Falmouth and Brewster tied at 5 in extra innings. The Doors tied it up in the bottom of the ninth off of a sac fly by Braden Jeffries and stay alive in this one. Now a runner on second to start the top of the 10th per Cape League rules. And the 8-hitter Tristan McClady up at the plate. Goes for a bunt, pulls it back as it's outside from the right-handed pitcher J.R. Struck.
There are three things guaranteed in life, Tim. Death, taxes, and having your popcorn ready when Brewster and Falmouth get together. What a spectacle this season. Still a 0 run differential after 36 innings of baseball between both teams.
Outside from Struck, and it's 2-0 to McClady. Seems to be telling everyone in Gov Fuller Field he's ready to bunt right now. 0 for 2 today with a walk back in the third. The 2-0. He went. Couldn't pull it back in time, and it's 2-1. Will Baker on second base. He was the last batter to go for Brewster in the top of the ninth. Struck. Sets, throws, high.
And if anything, in a tie game here in which you'll have a phantom runner in the bottom of the 10th, I'm okay just throwing a pitch that's very buntable, for lack of a better term.
The 3-1. It's low, and it's a walk to start the top of the 10th. And it brings up the 9-hitter now for Brewster, Adam Haight. Runners on first and second, no outs. The big thing in extra innings is you can allow the guy on second to score, but you don't want to give up more than that. No. That's when it becomes a problem. Brewster now in a good spot with runners on first and second. Haight yet to have a hit today, and he is showing bunt. Pitch comes, and it's a successful bunt. A good one, a tough play for Jeffries to first in time. A huge play. He had to get him at first, or it could have been major trouble. But the runners advanced to second and third. It was a perfect bunt by Adam Haight.
Oh, man, and you could tell Jeffries just an extra split second getting it out of the glove, but he's able to make up for it because of what a strong arm he has. That's as bang-bang as it gets, Tim.
Brings up the top of the order, Michael Torres. No hits today, trying to extend a 3-game hit streak. Infield is in for Falmouth with one down. Struck, deals, outside, 1-0. Struck with Rollins this past season, had nearly 11 strikeouts per 9, which was the second best on his team. The 1-0. Strike one. But the Commodores pitching staff today has just 2 strikeouts on the Whitecaps hitters. The pitch, high. 2-1 count to Michael Torres, who walked his last time up in the 8th. The Whitecaps looking for a 5th hit of the game. The pitch is grounded through the gap. 1 run is in to score. The throw comes to the plate. It's away. And another run comes in. Brewster has taken a 7-5 lead off of an RBI single from Michael Torres, his first hit of the day.
That's a backbreaker. especially the throwing error allowing Torres to get up to second base. Does a nice job there. Just getting bat on ball to the pull side, and the grass slows it down, enough so with the speed of McClatty that 2 runs can come in.
So damage not done. Runner on second for Holden Pantier. And there's just 1 out. Struck throws back to second. It's into center field. Torres down to third base. And Brewster has more trouble brewing in the top of the 10th.
Wow. 2 errors in a matter of a minute. And now you have to bring the infield in. Going down 3 runs is almost a near impossible comeback in 1 inning.
We mentioned Falmouth has not lost a game when they've scored 5 or more runs this season. Game 29, cut and a miss from Pantier, 0-1 now. There's something about this Brewster team that just does not quit. It's impressive. And strike 2 on Pantier. Torres on third. A ground ball could score him, but the infield is in for Falmouth. Sac fly, gotta be in the mind of Pantier. The pitch. It's outside and it's 1-2.
If you can get through Pantier here without a run scoring, it alleviates so much pressure off the shoulders of J.R. Struck. It's always the second out that's the most important out, especially in extra innings.
1-2 count to Pantier. Here it is. In there for strike 3. Struck had to bring his best stuff there, and he did. There's 2 down in the top of the 10th. Blaine Brown steps up.
Like I said, you just needed that second out, and it's the hook that gets him.
Now actually a pinch hitter for the Whitecaps. Jamie Daly is into the game in a huge spot. It's high. So Blaine Brown out of the game for Brewster.
Jamie Daly, an attendee of Davidson College.
One of the newest players on Brewster this season. He cuts and misses. It's 1-1. With that strikeout from Struck, that was just the 3rd strikeout of the game by the Commodores pitching staff. Wouldn't mind another one right here. The 1-1. And it's strike 2. Struck can't afford any more runs to come across. 7-5 Brewster over Falmouth. Baker has scored, and McClatty has scored already. Torres on third. The pitch. Cut on and missed. Struck had to get him, and he did, but not without a couple of runs coming in for Brewster. It's 7-5 as we head to the bottom of the 10th. Farrell Hudson will take you through the bottom of the 10th on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
Welcome back to Arnie Allen Diamond at Gov Fuller Field. A 7-5 lead for the Brewster Whitecaps. Bonus Cantos, extra inning baseball. Commodores trailing 2 with 3 outs to go. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 in the Commodores order. Jeff Lugge to lead off, the rising junior out of Northwestern, followed by Tommy Harrison and Ty Konis. Zach Kamatz is back out for his 3rd inning of relief work.
I didn't know if they'd put him back out there after giving up the lead in the bottom of the 9th, but here he is in a big spot to close it down.
Lugge, the Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania native, swings and misses at the first offering. A 92-mile-an-hour fastball over the outside corner from Kamatz. 176 hitter in 8 ball games at Duke this season. Played with the Hyannis Harbor Hawks last year in 23 games, a 288 hitter. Swing and a miss. 2 pitches, 2 swings, 2 misses, nothing in 2.
And all he needs to do here is get on base, because you need 2 runs. So moving the runner over doesn't do much here.
0-2, called strike 3. So a rude greeting for Lugge in his first Commodores at bat. He goes down on 3 pitches. It's Carter White, the phantom runner, at second base. And it's Tommy Harrison. He's had himself a good Commodores debut. He's reached base in 2 of 4 plate appearances, and he's 1 for 3 with a double. 17 homers at Miami, Ohio this season as he grounds the first pitch foul, fastball at 91.
This is the type of time that you need a moment to come back in this game. Such a tough task right now.
1 swing could tie it. The power of Harrison astounding. As the 0-1 is a whiffling breaking ball jammed foul. 85 RBIs set a program record at the University of Miami, Ohio this year for the Red Hawks. A 12.05 OPS. On-base percentage and slugging numbers off the chart. Slugging of near 700. Look to see what magic he has in store here against Kamatz. Righty on lefty matchup, 1-on-1 out. A swing and a miss from Harrison. And he's down for the second out, and the Commodores are down to their final out.
It's a tough way to start off extra innings with back-to-back strikeouts. You know, you want to see some life. And to be honest, it's impressive the Doors came back in the 9th inning. That was really impressive fight. Now you have to try and do it again.
Commodores have been here before. We're down 2 in the bottom of the 10th to Wareham on June 21st. Came back to win on Dallas Brooks' walk-off as Konis takes the breaking ball for a called strike. Go for 4 in the ball game, tie at 194 on the season. Konis represents the tying run at the plate. Commodores' last matchup against Brewster. 2 separate comebacks in that game. 2 separate comebacks by the Whitecaps last time out against the Commodores as Konis rolls it on 3 hops to second. Handling it, McClatty throws to first in time, and the ball game is over. The Brewster Whitecaps come into Gov Fuller Field and begin the unofficial second half of the Cape Cod League baseball season with a 7-5 win as the Commodores drop to 11-16-2 for Brewster. They continue rolling in the East Division, remain in second place, and advance up to 19-7-3, holding ground just 3 games behind the Armith Dennis Red Sox.
Tough to see the Doors lose a game like that. It's one of the toughest ones of the season for sure, because you were so in control after that first inning where you went up 3-0, and then you scored one in the second. You went up 4-0. and it really seemed like this was the type of game where the Commodores could maybe even blow out Brewster. That was how it felt after 2 innings, and Brewster just kept hanging around, and when they had their moment, they took it, and that's how it goes. That's how the best teams win.
7 hits in the opening 2+ innings of action for Commodores hitting against Tate Darius, hard-throwing right-hander out of Miami, who lasted 3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, no walks impressively, and 6 strikeouts. We'll have Andrew Hilsman upcoming with the manager of your Falmouth Commodores, Jack Dahm, as a tough defeat and tap for Falmouth. They dropped to 7-8 here at Gov Fuller Field, 6-9-1 against the East Division. As tomorrow they'll travel out to White House Field to take on the Harwich Mariners. That's been a house of horrors for the Commodores, both here against Harwich and on the road at White House Field.
And that's part of why this is such a tough loss, because you know this week ahead is a really tough schedule. You play a lot of really good teams. Harwich coming up.
It'll be Harwich tomorrow, Chatham on July 22nd, Wednesday night here from Gov Fuller Field. They'll travel out to Chatham for the final time on Thursday, travel to Hyannis on Friday, and Wareham on Saturday before hosting YD Sunday. Andrew Hilsman is down on the sideline with the manager, your Falmouth Commodores, and Jack Dahm. Andrew?
Thanks, guys. Here alongside Coach Jack Dahm. Coach, another one that just slipped away a little late. What was the difference after those first 2 really successful innings at the plate? What changed?
Oh, they had good pitchers out there that were throwing a lot of strikes and good breaking balls. We just didn't tack on, unfortunately. We got to 4 and we kind of got stuck there, and they did a good job putting together one big inning. And but we battled back. That 9th inning, we had every chance, and Carter hit a bullet to shortstop that very easily could have gotten one of those nice home team hops and got by him, but they made the play, and then the first baseman actually made a nice pick. So you know what, we showed a little bit by coming back after they took the lead, and then we just they got the big hit in the last inning.
What'd you notice from Colby's start today?
Oh, he was outstanding, pounding the zone, mixing his pitches, locates. He's a competitor. Heck yeah, I didn't realize he had a no-hitter going through 4 innings or 5 innings, whatever it was, and he just pounded the zone, and he trusts his defense, and he's not trying to strike everybody out. He just competes.
Tommy Harrison made his debut today. What are you excited about him as a Commodore this summer?
He can really swing the bat. He's a very talented offensive player of the year in the MAC. I watched him all last year in the Prospect League, so we're excited to get him. He's going to give us a little punch in the middle of the order. He's not a big home run hitter, but just a lot of extra base hits in the gap. Felt pretty good when he was coming up there in that last inning, but that last pitcher that they have is an all-star for a reason. He's had a great summer. Didn't pitch much at Oregon State, but he will next year.
What comes next, or for the Harwich game tomorrow, what's the message to the team heading into that one?
Just get right back in the saddle. Best thing about baseball is you don't have to wait a week to play. We play every day, and we got a lot of games this week, so we can't feel sorry for ourselves. We did a lot of really good things today, and that was good to see. But just get back in the saddle, be ready to play.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thanks, Andrew. That encapsulates it, Tim. A 4-0 lead for the Commodores, and it just slipped out of their hands. And again, it's the walks, the hit batsmen, and the strikeouts, leaving runners on base. Commodores did that 10 times today, and failure to hit with runners in scoring position. Simple baseball fundamentals, but seemingly not so simple as of late for the Commodores.
It is, and you look at the strikeouts, I think, particularly today, and 17 that you ended up with today. It's not going to cut it, right? It's a tough one, and it's something that the Doors have done a lot better of recently, so it's been encouraging. You had 5 against Katuitt on Friday, but just got to clean up little stuff like that with strikeouts, runners in scoring position for sure.
Final line in the ball game for Brewster: 7 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors, and 5 runners left on base. For the Commodores, 5 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors, and 10 runners left on base, as this production facilities are provided by Falmouth Community Television. As we say goodnight here from Gov Fuller Field, once again the final score: the Brewster Whitecaps 7, the Falmouth Commodores 5. For our sideline reporter Andrew Hilsman, our great producers Landon Stills and Skylar Ellis, broadcast director Emily Gerard, broadcast advisors and Brian Foley and Alan Russell, and alongside Timmy Weiss, I'm Farrell Hudson saying so long and have a good night.